into anything and everything broke.
It's all my fault.
Yes.
You feeling better? Are you feeling better?
Yeah, I am. Yep.
Good to hear.
Still kicking.
Yeah. I got to get you an Orioles hat instead of that Pirates one now.
Hey, they're not doing too bad this year.
No, they're not. That pitcher is awesome. So he's been lighting them up. Yeah.
Unusual. Yeah.
Yeah. No, they're doing good. They're doing better than the Reds are at Cincinnati. I know that.
Beat the Cubs. That's all I care about.
Well, there you go. Let's see here. So where did I leave off on here? Overextending my siesta, so I'm catching up my beer consumption. Where you go, Don? We all got goals. So yeah, definitely. Nobody's supposed to see Chew's face. Yeah. But Don said, I've seen Chew's face. He's very handsome. There you go. See, people have seen Chew.
You can't actually see it. There's too much hair in the way.
That mustache, right?
That's that mustache.
Dave in the house. Cheers, Dave. Hopefully you're doing okay, Dave. Dave had the big MRI that took place. So hopefully, it's funny because he had a comment about Pandora. He's like, paying all that money for MRIs, and he got like ads on their Pandora. They at least get the commercial-free version. I agree. All the money they're pulling in, they can at least give you the commercial-free version while you're laying in that machine. True North in the house. What is up, True North? Happy Thursday to you. So True North, I actually met with Mad Lab Press when we were up in Niagara Falls. So that's the picture that Chris took when I was talking to the two guys. They're like, who are those two guys you're talking to? So they actually go around in Niagara and a part of Ontario, kind of doing videos of people and First Amendment type stuff. And it's kind of interesting to see some of the people they run into and some of the questions and just the fear that some people have with the camera stuff. So it's kind of like, it's funny because when we were there like, I gotta see what these guys are doing. Obviously, got a YouTube channel. Other people are probably kind of freaking out. I'm like, what are you guys doing over here? And we just had kicked it off with a nice conversation and stuff like that. It was just like, you got so many people that are recording you anyway. Most people don't realize how many cameras are actually out there, right? So,
and this is why everyone was referring to Rod J as the legend, because he managed to get onto a totally unconnected channel while visiting other YouTube channels. Because
I really have no idea what you're talking about right now. I really don't know what you're talking about. Look at that. Oh, what is this? Oh, this is the fan favorite. There you go. Yeah.
Can I open my beer now?
Yes, you can open. I was going to open my beer before we were trying to get you pulled in. But yeah, what beer? We'll let you go first. What beer do you have there?
Oh, I'm just thirsty. I'm sorry. Lena Brewing Company Hazy Situation IPA for
there you go.
IPA days. So this is a 5.8% from Lena Brewing Company, which is literally in the middle of cornfields.
Wow, there you go.
That brewery. So.
Well, let's hope none of those corn adjuncts got into it, right? Cheers, Craig. Yeah, the get together was awesome. It was a great time, a great experience. We had a blast. I mean, yeah, it was incredible. It's just like seeing some of the videos, some of the beers that people were drinking. I mean, it was awesome. The one that me and Joe had, Jeremy ended up bringing. I got to respond to his comment. That one like blew our mind there. Like, we both like loved that beer. That was freaking phenomenal.
It sounded like it was good.
Public photography. Yeah, it was really good. So there were a lot of good beers and stuff that were flowing through. So it was like, I didn't know what to expect. It was my first time actually, going to one of them. So it was kind of like, we had the brewery set up. They're bringing in like, how much beer could we possibly have there? Well, there was a lot. And apparently, fucking arrayed him after everybody left, there was still a lot. So they ended up getting that sorted between him and Shane and all that stuff. So yeah, luckily Brian and Dave stayed a couple of days or a day extra to help them out a little bit, bring some of it down.
Well, I think I did great myself.
Yeah, it was an awesome experience.
It really was.
The can art looks like the Big Lebowski, Don said.
Yeah, it does.
So that is Lena and Hazy.
Hazy Situation. Which is funny because the beer itself is not that hazy. I mean, it's a little hazy, but not that hazy.
I don't think you can say a little hazy, right? Will like Sierra Nevada come after you there?
Oh, sorry.
I mean,
Are you censoring, Master?
oh no, I'm just making a joke of how crazy it gets with people going after companies over trademarks.
Mm-hmm.
5.7%.
Tell me about it.
Right. Well, you might know a little something about that, right?
I do. I know a little something about that.
5.7% ABV, 43 IBU, average untapped rating of 3.74. Says Mosaic, Citra, and Centennial hops, tropical notes of mango and tangerine. Are you getting that coming out of there? You getting some mango and tangerine notes and stuff, or
Tangerine for sure. The mango, not as much. But it's sitting heavier on the citrus side. I get a little grapefruit kiss too. It has that dry finish, from the Citra hops.
okay?
But the Mosaic does not come through as strong. Like I'm not getting that heavy, earthy kind of thing. I don't know. It's really good though. I mean, it's tasty.
Okay. Now Todd's flipping around here. Yeah.
What happened?
My father wanted me to try his Wintergreen IPA, double IPA with spruce tips from Generations Brewing Company in Freeport.
Ooh. Did it hit you? Did it hit you? Did it hit you?
It's 80 IBUs.
Yeah.
7% 80 IBUs. Yeah, that bit my face off a little bit. It's really, really good.
That's a strong
Yeah.
one.
A very, very good extreme West Coast style IPA, and the spruce is strong with this one.
The spruce is strong. There you go.
Of course, the spruce.
I think, the last spruce that I had was I think it was Pennsylvania Tuxedo with Dogfish Head. I think they use spruce tips, which is a pretty good beer.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty decent. Todd, what do you got there?
This is a double IPA from Equilibrium. 7 is up.
7 is up. Okay. That's different.
Collaboration with Civil Society Brewing also. Which
Let's see. 7 is up.
comes in at
Ooh.
10.7. So there maybe the 7 is up. 7.7.
7 is 7. Imperial double
I'm not sure
IPA.
the IBUs are on it. I don't know.
Says NA on my thing here.
Yeah. Oh, actually, 7.7%.
Well, you said the ABV, you said the IBU.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
ABV. Yeah, no, yeah. It doesn't say the IBUs on the can either.
Todd, we're just getting started. I'm just saying.
I know.
You're not even one beer in yet. I can't complain. I lost my. I didn't even send you guys the links earlier. Ooh, look at that. That glass is looking fine.
Kind of comes out nice and kind of like a. Kind of smells like 7-Up actually coming out of the glass. Yeah, not anymore. Smells like a hoppy, sure. So it's the same
Cheers,
thing.
Shane. Yeah, I've got the Chuggy right here, Shane. Chuggy right here. Cheers, my friend.
Yay!
I sleep with his next to him on the nightstand.
Motueka and Citra. Yeah, it is on my nightstand.
That's right.
Good night, little buddy. Good night.
Yeah, I drive around with mine with the seatbelt on. I'm just saying.
Hey, you know?
What do you think of yours there? And I'll give you the breakdown that I see here.
It's pretty good. I mean, it's good. I wouldn't guess it for 7.7. It's pretty mild, really. Don't really get as much of the. I don't know. I guess I'm just seeing the two hops, the Motueka and the Citra. So it definitely has the kind of pineapple-ish vibes to it for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, almost kind of sort of reminds you a little bit of like a 7-Up, and I'm not sure if that's what they're going for there at all, but it's kind of does have that vibe to it. Kind of a lemon zest to it.
Kind of got you into the feels with it, huh?
pretty good. But yeah, for 7.7, I would have never guessed it. Maybe 5.5.
Ooh.
So definitely an easy drinker, and probably one that'd be totally dangerous if you drink enough of them.
Yeah.
And you will.
You will.
Well, I just bought a single, so this is the only one of this.
Aww.
Yeah. Doesn't mean I won't go back and get.
Well, Untapped has it average rating 4.05 on that one. And a little bit of a write-up here. While we were discussing our love of New Zealand hops, we took some tips from our friends from Florida on how to stay cool in this heat. 7 Izup was conceptualized when we decided to brew one of our most refreshing double IPAs yet. We used a large percentage wheat, grain bill, Motica, and Citra in the whirlpool, and then dry hopped it with additional Motica and added Wakatu. If that wasn't enough, we conditioned it on fresh lemon and lime zest to finish it off. Crack a can open and you'll instantly grab a hoppy burst with a touch of lemon and lime. The flavor is crisp and matches the aroma with a bright and spritzy assortment of citrus, lime, and earth, while the pillowy mouthfeel makes this a total crusher.
Yeah, for sure.
The EQ juice finish is extremely bright and refreshing. Nothing does it like 7 Izup, a real thirst quencher.
I definitely get like I said, the vibe of the 7-Up. I get the lemon kind of zest, orange peel also in it a little bit, maybe. It's nice. Like I said, definitely 7.7. Easy crusher for sure.
Well, it's definitely got like a 4.05 average out there. Is a pretty good score on Untapped. So, all right.
At least 4, if not maybe 4.25, probably.
Oh, look at you. Look at you dropping the scores out there. I like it. Maybe foreshadowing? Just saying. Vanessa, hello, everyone. Vanessa's in the house.
Hi, Vanessa.
She said, yes, everyone did have fun out there. People, it was like almost like nobody wanted to leave. It was so much fun that we were having.
If you guys haven't seen Rod J hip hop karaoke, you haven't. Yeah, you haven't lived.
You may at some point, because that video may get released at some point down the line. It'll be in the Vault series.
Oh yeah, Nutmeg will release that. Seeing Rod J, I like big butts and I cannot like. He was going for it. He was going for it.
Oh, he went all in. Sure.
Oh, wait a minute, y'all were singing along there too. Although I will say, to see and hear some Mix-a-Lot is one thing. To try to do it a karaoke, he has some parts where he kind of speeds up on stuff. So to keep up with them on some things was not as easy. So yeah.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
No, watching you and TK do old hip hop, I was dying.
TK wanted to do more. I'm like, dude, we're like, one of us going to give way here pretty soon. He's sweating. He's all like, I gotta do. Let's get some Ice Cube. Let's do that. Like, I don't know if we're ready for that yet. Like, save some for next year.
Oh yeah.
They're doing Boys in the Hood or something. Yeah, everybody did have fun for sure. And then, you know what's funny though? We got back and I started hearing another song. Like, why don't we karaoke that song? Why don't we karaoke that song? There were some songs that I heard that would have been funny for us to karaoke all together. So yeah.
Well,
I'm still waiting to see our Bohemian Rhapsody edition come out so we can see it versus last year's Bohemian Rhapsody that was done.
Oh
So,
yeah, that was funny too.
Did we try the maple syrup? How can you go to Canada and not try it? Not only did we try maple syrup, we had maple butter.
Oh yeah.
On
Like
the fluffiest pancakes I think I've ever had in my life. Yeah.
Thanks for
Shout out again to Sue Ann. Shout out. I might put her in the wheel for that bacon and pancakes. that food was so good.
Ben was rocking it.
And she got up early in the morning to come feed drunks. That's awesome that she did that. That's a good white chain you got there.
and she didn't set the Airbnb on fire like I did in Chicago.
Oh, no, that's a good thing. Well, I was sitting there at one point talking to Ray, and he's like, you know what I didn't notice? If there was a fire on that side of the room, how would we get out? Because if there was a fire on the side of the stairs and you couldn't get to the front entrance, there was no back entrance.
Nope.
And you couldn't get to the basement. Like, I didn't realize that was a flaw in the system
you
here.
have to hide in the safe, then you just suffocate instead of dying by fire.
Yeah. Hopefully the fire department would get there before you ran out of air, right? So
yeah.
I dropped a can of beer just now. Oh no! Oh no! Man down! Man down!
Oh, it hurts. It hurts.
No. Hopefully it's not the only can you have there, but hopefully it's not too big of a mess too. But I always hate to lose a beer.
Yeah.
Only sticking around for a bit. And all right, Shane, well, definitely was great to have you pop in for a bit here. Vanessa, hello to Shane. Hi, Vanessa. Of course they try maple syrup. It's my thing. Well, yeah. I'm surprised Shane didn't welcome us with like syrup 6-shooters, on his hips.
No. I was expecting shots. Syrup.
So you guys cracked your beer. I'm going to crack my beer open. I was talking about it a little bit earlier. So I had to go get the beer yesterday because she wanted some beer. And I was like, well, I do need to get probably a couple IPAs for tonight, unless I wanted to get on some other ones I was going to review. Ended up going in, and I went back to my old stomping grounds. So this is the first two from back in the Ohio area, from Great Lakes Midwest IPA.
Ooh.
This comes in at 7% ABV. Did not know the Midwest IPA is a thing, but apparently it is now. And so you know what? I have not had that one. So I'm going to have a review upcoming on this one too, because I have a second can of it. But let's play. What do you think I paid for this 19.2 ounce can?
36 Canadian dollars.
Too much.
37.
We're talking a Rajay deal here. I'm guessing
I never learned how to haggle. I'm sorry.
$2.99.
You will not do well on Pawn Stars. You said
No.
$2.99?
Huh?
Yeah, I mean, we're talking Rajay deal, so
$2.99? Too much.
I was gonna say
And it's still in season.
And it was my first.
$1.99. $1.99 would have been correct, sir. And it's still in season. They just had too many and they just start moving them out. But nice straw, golden, orange, yellow color to it. Got a decent head on it. Smells like an IPA. Definitely a little bit more of the West Coast kind of fashion too, because I'm getting like a piney and grassy note on there. Definitely getting that malt coming through, so a nice malt balance. Almost along the lines of like the Two Hearted. That's one of the funky glasses I got too for IPA. I like these glasses. These glasses are pretty slick.
Is that one in the four set of 4?
Mm-hmm.
I like that glass too.
Yeah, this is definitely West Coast. West Coast. I should have wore a West Coast shirt for this one.
IPA.
Yeah. Or as our buddy Sam would say, Westie is bestie. That's his saying there. He loves the Westies. Yeah, this is pretty solid. Get a nice floral presence, nice little bite, nice little, for people like say with Shannon, because she found an IPA she actually liked. And it's kind of like that. It's like it's not overly bitter. You got a nice balance from the malts that kind of bring it down a little bit. So makes it a little bit more pleasurable for those that aren't into the hard IBU in my face type people,
Yeah. I mean, you guys all watched my face implode upon trying my father's beer. So yeah.
This is too much.
Oh, too much for you?
I don't say that very often. This is too much.
It's
Wow.
too much for him? What?
Wow, and he's been the hophead for like ever. I'm shocked.
Yeah.
The first IPA you had me try was Sierra Nevada Torpedo, and my face crumpled
This is
like a piece of paper.
This is more intense. More intense.
Oh.
It is.
He's having
Oh,
trouble
wow.
with his beer.
I don't know if I like it that much. It's just overkill.
Overkill, he said.
Yeah. They pushed it too far.
Yeah.
Well, you saw me. I reacted 3 times in one sip.
Right.
It was
Yeah.
it was intense.
I think it's the spruce tips they say are in there.
Well, I'm sure it's the spruce tips. It tastes like gin.
No.
There's a gin flavor in there.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm fighting with my father on camera. I apologize, everyone.
That's all right. No, we love the discussion because it's National IPA Day. So we're all about talking IPA.
Day, yes.
So that's what it's all about. I'm going to mute Todd for a
They
second.
boil the spruce tips with an insane amount of pine-forward hop varieties. Well balanced with a malt backbone. I mean, I tasted malts, but just barely.
Okay.
I'm not seeing well balanced as much. The hop is a little too strong. I only had one sip though. Maybe on the third sip I would get a little more of the malts, but Yeah.
No.
All right.
Like, no, you wouldn't.
Pine trees hitting in the head.
He said you just get pine trees hitting you in the head.
What's the matter with you? I'm high on spruce tips right now. So the Midwest IPA from Great Lakes Brewing Company, 7% ABV, 45 IBU. Like I said, it is toned down, and then that explains it right there with the lower IBU. Sensible amount of hops, politely greets a mild manner finish. Welcome to the unofficial IPA of the Midwest. Nice. Yeah, that's what it is. It's pretty smooth.
Nice.
So yeah, that's a nice one there. It's got like a little bit of a refreshing quality on the back end too. A little bit of a splash, as they would say. So yeah, so I'm digging it. Easy one to put the 7% ABV, easy to put down, but easy to get you in trouble after a point. Especially $1.99 a can. I mean,
That'll do it.
you get 5 of them, right? $10. Shit, you feeling
Right,
good?
at first that was $1.99. Then you said it was
Yeah.
19 point whatever, and I was like, oh well, maybe it's $2.99, maybe. But
What you got to go low. Whatever you think of, you got to go low. You got it's like the price is right. Go with the instincts. Don't fight it. Don't fight it.
Sure.
Let me see here. Emerson in the house. Up, Rod Todd and Mount. I'm back to tropical bear hug. Little Goose Island action. 9.9. I've had that before too. Can only drink for a few hours as I'm out here in France and have to compete in the Get Question event later today.
Yeah, sure. Like they
Yeah.
would like you near horses.
Well, if there's anybody to be horsing around in France, it'd be Emerson, right? So,
True enough.
and he'd be spreading the manure.
Did you see
Uh,
I had to borrow my dad's readers, so I had my hair out of my face. It was falling in my face over and over. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the Shane said also we made him try Canada's national cocktail, the Caesar. Yeah, I mean, I'm not huge into the tomato type Bloody Mary type thing, but
Oh, that was delicious.
it wasn't as bad as the Malort. I'll give you that. I mean, your national cocktail is better than Chicago's cocktail.
I'll give you some more. I'll bring some next year. Don't worry. You won't get left out. You'll get a little more Malort next year. It's okay.
Shane was a big fan of that tomato drink.
Yeah, I mean, if you like chiladas or maybe clamatos, I think you would definitely enjoy the Caesar. So, and I didn't hate it. It just wasn't. I'm not into that type of flavor profile.
So which one was the Caesar?
That was like the clamato juice, the tomato juice drink.
That's
Yeah.
how I got elk nuts. That's how I got Paul
Paul.
to drink the rest of the Malort.
Yeah. What you say? Choosing Malort over that is kind of crazy in itself too.
Oh,
but
well,
that's
no,
Paul.
He said the Clamato and the Bud Select 55 was so horrible I would never drink it. And I said, give it here. And he's like, no, if you finish that, I'll finish what's left of your Malort bottle. I'm like,
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And I saw
And
that
so-
video too.
but yeah, so yeah, I drink micheladas and Bloody Marys all the time, so that was beautiful. I drink Clamato juice by itself, so
Yeah.
I was like, nah, I'm good. So he
I
had
mean-
to finish off the Malort bottle,
Yeah. I mean, we all
and then he nearly killed Alan from One Flight Down.
try to choke him out. Yeah.
Just about, just about.
Went to a beer tubing event and all of a sudden WWE broke out.
Yeah.
Which is funny that you say WWE when that was supposed to be a hug.
It was
That's
supposed to
what
be.
gone wrong.
He got
Until I
smashed
asked
up
him for
too, didn't
potato
he?
chips and he let go of Alan, and Alan was very grateful.
Yeah.
That was
It's all funny. It's all funny. It's all fun and games if someone turns blue.
No, Blue Ice wasn't there.
He wasn't there. Somebody would have turned into blue. That would have been something, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But that's it. Nice, Shane. Have you smoked any maple syrup in a tray in a smoker to add tree type flavors to it? Pecan wood adds a tasty flavor. Huh. That's interesting. I never thought about smoking wood into the maple. But if anybody would, it'd be Vanessa.
That's what I was just saying.
Yeah.
If anybody would know, she would know for sure.
Yeah.
Shout out, Peggy. Peggy.
What's up, Mom?
Maggie.
Great to see you. Happy Thursday. I've been studying how to make a leaf in leather. Maple leaf will be one soon. There you go.
Nice.
Shane said, no, you hadn't. Sounds interesting now. Everything Vanessa does sounds interesting.
Yes.
My can of beer blew up so bad. Oh, my goodness. I must have went all over the place.
Oh, you already had one. You just had an 80.
Yeah, you had a beer shower.
Was that?
I mean,
was that?
I mean, you had,
beer?
yeah. What kind of beer was it? Yeah, that got dropped there for 450 North. Don't even touch them and they can explode, right? So, but in some places you got to pay extra to go to the beer sauna. You got it for free. You got the beer sauna for free.
Yes, Chicago has the Piva beer salon or beer spa where you soak in beer.
Yeah. Well, he dropped his Shane, so it exploded. I guess when it hit the ground.
Yeah, that's a lot cheaper than going to the spa.
Finru, cheers to you in New Zealand.
Finru,
Good to see you.
I love you, Finru. You're wonderful. Sorry, I love his videos.
Long time no see, Mal. Yeah, you see Mal on my channel now coming through on her channel because she's doing all these other things around the world.
Yeah, unfortunately, I've been a little busy for the creator part of YouTube creator.
Yeah.
I've been good on the streaming side mostly.
Yeah. That's a beer shower. Actually, I should do laundry now too, Shane. So, well, it kind of worked out then. You were doing laundry anyway, right? So, oh yeah, there's a comment where you dropped it. Yeah, definitely would have more on hand. Then it right way up made a huge mess. Oh,
that's the worst.
Yeah. Usually, I haven't dropped a beer in a long time, but it's almost like when last time I remember dropping a beer. I don't know if it happens to you, but I feel like it's always in slow motion when it happens. Like you just
always. It's like dropping the toast with the jelly. Will it land jelly side down? Like you see it in slow mo, flipping through the air. Like no.
Jelly side down. 5-second rule does not come into play. You just got to throw it away.
No, you're done.
No,
You're done.
You can't do the 5-second rule. Yeah. Well, Shane has a recording of me singing. I think a few people did. So yeah.
Oh, I do. but I didn't record until we got really far gone, and that's when most other people had stopped recording. But I don't intend on posting those, but I intend on embarrassing people with them.
Oh, okay.
Just not in the public forum. It's going to be blackmail.
We put them in a beer tube group that we got there, the brew tube group. Yeah, so yeah,
probably that's probably where it's going.
It's extra hard to Yeah, it was crazy. I have to come over one year for a meetup. Yeah, you did. I mean, unfortunately, when you came over last time, you came to Ohio, and I had moved out of the state. Otherwise, I could have came up to Cleveland when you were there with Joey and all of them.
Yeah.
And Todd could have came up because Todd was only like an hour from me then. So yeah. She's the keeper. Yeah, definitely. If anything did happen, just saying, get the pancake and bacon recipe.
Not just the pancakes, those little
just
breakfast
in case
sandwiches. Oh.
The little hash mix you did on Saturday too.
Yeah, the hash mix.
Yeah, that was Saturday. Yeah.
The breakfast sandwiches on the last day too. Oh, that was lovely. That bacon. Oh my God, that bacon was.
I should have came back and got the breakfast sandwiches, but I was like, we'll just head out. We head out.
Man, I'm telling you, you missed out because holy crackers.
Oh, I know.
She had like 6 pounds of bacon. She was frying up. Good. Oh my God.
What'd she say? Like 6 pounds of bacon, I think she did.
It was 6 pounds.
Wait a minute. On Saturday, she did 6 pounds of bacon. With the or Sunday with the pancakes, she did 6 pounds of bacon. She did it again on Monday?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Did it on Monday, but yeah, those sandwiches were really good.
Yeah. I mean, that's a lot of bacon considering I was going and Paul was going to do it again on Monday. So
it was insane. It was so good.
That's the kind of bacon you dream about.
Oh yeah, I do. I have been. I'm thankful she didn't try it because he would have moved to Canada.
You go to prison, like your last meal, you're on death row. I need you to go to Niagara. I need you to go find Shane's Craft Beer Reviews and find his wife, Sue Ann, and tell her I need some bacon for my final dinner.
Pancakes.
Yeah.
No, that would be it. That would be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maple sugar candy, maple butter, hand churned, oh so yummy. I got cream fresh from Farm Early Morning. I did get the maple candy. That's the thing I got for the little card thing that we did. So
Well, the
those
bingo
are pretty
card.
tasty. Yeah, they were tasty.
The bingo
You know, I
card.
know what I didn't do. I never did try it in the bags of chips. I think I did try a chip out of maybe when we were at Ray's house. I had
You know
some of
what
the ketchup. He had ketchup chips there, and I tried them there, but I didn't
Oh,
like
yeah.
take any of the little bags. Yeah,
Oh, you
I
should.
didn't do the all dressed up. I just never got around to it.
I love
And
the
I wish I would have done more of those butter cakes. Them butter cake desserts that the chefs made. I don't know how he had the one piece, but afterwards, I was going through withdrawal.
Yeah.
I need to get some more of them butter cakes. I was like Pookie in New Jack City. I gotta get some more of them butter cakes. Like
You know,
freaking out. I'm in the hotel room scratching myself.
it tasted just like my granny's pecan pie. Just
But
like it.
did the butter cake have pecans in it though?
It did not, but
It
that's
did. Okay.
like so that
Yeah.
pecans on top. That was my granny's
Mm.
pecan pie. It was so good,
Those chefs were the bomb. They were solid. So yeah.
and I love that they joined us in a few beers there at the end too.
Mhm.
Because they dug
Yeah.
into a liquid love one from Chew, the
Nice.
smoothie sour. They had one of the smoothie sours, and they were like, "Holy crap, what is this?" I'm like, "I know, right?"
Yeah, they definitely deserved it for sure.
Hang around with some beer tubers, you'll come out like Dave Chappelle's character. You got any more of them sour IPA?
We ended up. I'm pretty sure we ended up sending them with a 4-pack, though. I'm pretty sure they left with a 4-pack. too.
Probably with
People
all
were
the
like, "Oh, you
beer
gotta
that was
try this
there.
one. Oh, you gotta try this one. You gotta try this one.
Yeah, I don't think they were ready to leave when they did.
No,
Nobody.
they were fun.
Do it.
Nobody definitely was ready to leave.
They actually jumped in on a couple videos too.
Oh, did they? Nice.
Yeah, people were kind of filming around and having people try things, and like the chefs got involved in some of the videos too. I love it.
That's
They
awesome.
were so sweet.
I forgot I photobombed Brian and Dave at Silversmith in their video. I think it was Brian and Dave when I was like, I saw the video, like I forgot I was doing that day. Speaking of the comment section, so the poll is up there for tonight. If you haven't taken a look at it, it is National IPA Day. So I put 4 different types of IPAs out there. It was kind of tough because there's almost like 20 different IPA styles you can have. But I picked 4 that I thought would be the better ones to go with. And basically choose your favorite. We got the West Coast. We got the New England Hazy, the Milkshake, and the English. English IPAs get forgetting about from time to time. Right
True.
now, which it is the most popular style, New England, 43%. So people have voted on that one so far. Second is Westy, 36. And then third is the English. And then the last one is the Milkshake right now. But we know Milkshake brings all the boys in the yard. So we'll see how it goes through the course of the night. Keep an eye on that one there.
So, what are the girls doing while the boys are in the yard with the milkshakes?
I don't know what they're doing. I mean, I'm a boy, so
Whatever
I'm in the
they're doing,
yard.
right?
I'm in the yard, so I don't know what's going on out in the other spots. Not in the yard, so yeah.
Why
Whatever
wasn't I
they do,
invited to the
brings them.
milkshake party? There's milkshakes. Like, are
Because
you
the
kidding?
milkshake brings the boys. I don't know where the girls go.
But girls like milkshakes.
Not with Kelly's, they don't. Not with Kelly's, they don't.
Okay. If you're gonna be specific, then okay.
That's not my rule. That's her rule. She made the song. I'm just saying.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Maybe she don't want any competition. Let's see here. I went to do that and I forgot to get the next comment. Yeah, Vanessa said, Craig, that would be fun for sure. Get Craig back over here.
Mhm.
You guys aren't Canadian, though, Kevin. We're not. We're all in America. We're all in the States. So, yeah, when I was up there, Chris off the tent, he was Canadian. He was the one that took the picture when we were talking. Shane, who was there, that was sitting with us, he was Canadian. And Dave, who you saw with us, he's actually in Florida. So we were a mix of States and Canada. So there you go. But we're all North American, so we're like all on the same continent in that regard.
Are there
Connecticut, USA.
brew tubers in Mexico we can invite up for the next one? Because that'd be fun. We need to find some brew tubers.
Yeah, there's brew tubers. There's brew tubers out in Mexico. There's brew
We gotta
tubers.
find them.
There's actually a really one that the only problem is I haven't taken Spanish in a number of years. And I haven't really got back up on it, but there's actually a guy in Mexico. I have to look to see what his channel is, but he crushes it, but it's all done in Spanish. But he's like one of the top I think BrewTuber's down there. He gets like a ton of people that
That's
follow him.
like the best way to learn Spanish. I need to start watching his channel. Like I
Yeah.
have remedial Spanish at the moment,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
yeah,
I mean, somebody said cerveza. I'm with you. I got that.
Oh,
I got
yeah.
cerveza. I'm on board now. Yeah.
and uno mas, uno
Yeah.
mas.
Turn on
Heck yeah,
Or-
I got this.
Or una cerveza por favor. Yeah, I'll take one too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are the words I know.
Oh, grande cerveza. Oh man, I've been in all but 5. Yeah, you gotta get the other 5 states knocked out, and you'll be done with the country.
Oh, I'm up. I have 8 left to go to.
Really, you've been to 42 states?
Yeah,
Wow, that's awesome.
my dad was big on road trips when I was a kid, so I've
Yeah.
been to an awful lot of states.
Yeah.
Well, we're not doing a road trip right now. Well, we're going to Iowa tomorrow, so
Oh, okay.
to visit my sister. But yeah,
Nice. Well, you go to Iowa. Depending where you go to, you probably get some of the Pseudo Sioux is Top on Goliath. They're in Iowa.
yeah.
Yeah.
Her
Like
town is
Decatur
not
or
huge on craft beer, so mostly I'll be having whatever I bring.
How many stoplights did they
Well, you
have?
know what? There's stores to stop on the way, right? Like you can stop on the way.
Oh,
That's true. Her town does not have a stoplight.
Stop
Does
sign
it?
though, right?
It does have a light though.
There is one light.
Oh, it's the one light. Like no, literally the one light. Like one side red, one side yellow.
No, not a stop. Not
Some
a
guy
road
holding a
light.
flashlight.
There's a street light. There's just
It's a bush light.
oh, I'm sorry, it's a bush light. They have a bush light.
and a flashlight.
Oh, I can't believe we went down the hole with your dad there.
It's a bush light.
I like Todd's. I like Todd's the guy holding the flashlight. That'd be funny. Just one guy. Hey, who that right there? Okay, you go. You stop. You go. You stop. One guy with a flashlight out there.
I'm like, oh wait, you don't look familiar. I don't know.
I don't know who you are.
Who you are.
Oh, like the
My
border
dad-
patrol. We need to pull to the side.
My dad has to sneak the dad jokes in here. So
Yeah.
while he's here, he's gotta load you up on dad jokes. So bush lights is the only light in that town.
I might take the dog for a walk, so
Okay.
Part of Iowa I've been to is not too far from that either.
I'm
So
not that.
I think
Yeah.
Iowa in general is just that way.
I'm not the helicopter.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'm the only Canadian around here. Shane said so far, but we usually get see some more people in. We're
Where is-
international.
Where's Emerson from?
Emerson's down south. Emerson is, I think, if I'm right, Emerson, if I remember, I think it's North Carolina.
So I was gonna say North Carolina, I think.
I believe, yeah.
I actually didn't know. I was just curious. So
Which for next year, the getaways in South Carolina, maybe we get Emerson to come through.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah. And actually, Double D's down in North Carolina. So he would definitely probably pop down as well.
these down there as well. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, where's he been? He hasn't seen him pop in for a while.
We must be interfering with his golf game or something. I don't know. I have to catch up with him. Yeah. We're just like going to golf like at 5 a.m. I'm in bed already. I'm in bed by the time you start. I gotta get ready for golf. Yeah. What are you
Tis the
freaking?
season, man.
Yeah.
Tis the season.
He's living that retired life. Who knows what they do when they're retired? I hope to get there one day.
Well, in my dad's case, they make dad jokes and drink beer.
Yeah. Well,
What's wrong with that?
it works well on bingo night. So yeah. I guess,
Which
right.
is doing now.
I can see how you get confused. Though. Really good, friendly group of people. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. We're not your regular asshole Americans.
Wait, who are you talking about? I'm not a friendly group of people. I shake my fist at you.
There's the friendliest person right there, Paul B.A. Brutus. Cheers.
Right up, yeah, on cue.
Paul,
Which
you're
Paul?
amazing.
You had a great idea with your channel there. I'm going to actually probably do a video this weekend just to get on it as well. But I don't know if you saw or not, but Paul did top 10 YouTubers or beer tubers under 1K.
I
Try to
have
help
the
push stuff.
notification on my phone. I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah. So some other people have started jumping on board with it already. So I'll shoot something out there.
Nice.
Which I'm surprised. Paul still has not got over 1,000. Like Paul should be over 1,000. If y'all haven't subscribed to Paul PA Brew News,
Yeah.
check him out and drop him a subscribe. He's definitely is worth it. and great guy. We had a blast. I mean,
One
I'm
of the-
still
one-
upset. I missed his performance of Jesus Christ Superstar. Nobody
I know.
recorded that.
Right?
Right?
That was
He and I sang opera together. Did you miss the opera too?
I didn't see any. I wasn't there because y'all did it like late at night, and
No,
nobody recorded it.
Yeah, he and I sang opera together. It was so fun. I didn't know the words. He knew every freaking word.
it was,
I was making it up as I
amazing.
went, but yeah, it was really fun.
What people don't know is Paul's a man of many talents. People don't know that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Great singer.
When he sat down and started playing the piano, like what the
I know.
hell is he doing over
I
there?
know.
that guy started going to town on the piano. I'm like, holy crap, what's happening right now?
That's when he started to
Phenomenal.
applaud Azazel and just whip his cocaine real quick or something.
I was like, I know these people, but I don't know these. Like, I had no idea there. Like, what the fuck is happening right now? He's playing the piano and playing it well too. I like it.
He's
Not to
belting it out like-
mention, super nice human.
Yeah.
it was
yeah.
awesome.
And he gets crass on his channel sometimes or in the comments, but he's so sweet. He and I were playing ping pong at 4:00 in the morning that first night, and we were having a blast. Like we could not hit the ball. We were just so fucked up, and we're just like ping pong. No, it was just serving. We were just serving back and forth because nobody could hit it. It was stupid.
Yeah.
It was
You guys
so
are playing.
much fun.
You guys are playing ping pong. It's like I used to play badminton at like picnics back in the day. You turn on the Olympics. Have you seen the table tennis ping pong matches that are going there? Oh my!
Nope.
I don't
Like,
even know how they even.
the
I can't
intensity of it.
watch
That is
The
They're
intensity. Yeah.
It's like a TV shot. You don't even see the table. It's like, where are they hitting it off of? They're staying so far back from it. It's
Well,
like,
like-
what's
Yeah.
going on?
No, the pairs, it was North Korea and China were playing each other, but the way they do it is the female hits the ball and then the male has to hit the ball and then the female has to hit the ball and the male has to hit the ball. So they have to alternate who hits the ball. So of course the other team's shooting it at the wrong person and you have to not hit at the time you're not supposed to and the other person has to jump in and oh my God, I was watching this going, are you effing kidding me right now?
It's,
Watching them play was insanity.
It is. It's crazy. And then like I don't think it's an Olympic sport now, but back in the day, badminton was a sport, and it would be the same thing with badminton,
oh, yeah.
where they would be all over, and it would be nothing like over being at Aunt Peggy's or whatever picnic or whatever in the summer. It was like no, these people were just like all over and just like. Funny thing is, it's a shuttlecock. So they're like, oh, they're slamming the cock here, they're slamming the cock there. And it's like,
The shuttle.
wait a minute, am I watching? Well, I've seen people say just the cock before. It's just like Gamecocks in South Carolina. Yeah, people have fun with it, so to
That's
speak.
you and your friends. You weirdo.
Maybe you make it a drinking. Every time they say cock, you got to drink. You make it a fun game.
Actually, Olympic drinking games should be a thing. It really, really should.
I'm going to say one of the best things that have come out of the Olympics thus far. I mean, obviously, some of the athletes winning the medals have been great and all that kind of stuff. Kaylee Ledecky just set the record for the most gold decorated and Simone Biles and all this kind of stuff. But come on, we need Snoop Dogg on more sporting events. Snoop Dogg has been the man. Him and Flavor Flav need to get out and do some more sporting events. We need them for more stuff. I want them on Monday Night Football. I want them on the college basketball tournament. I want them on the NBA. They were just awesome thus far.
Well, if anyone subscribed to Peacock, they also have Kevin Hart and Kenan Thompson are doing like recaps.
Oh, I didn't see that. Oh.
It's stupid funny. I was laughing my ass off watching because they were just trying to make each other laugh while they're talking about the highlights of the day. Oh my God, I was dying.
Yeah, I saw a video with Snoop Dogg and Kevin Hart were announcing like what's that one called, Shannon?
Something
Like the equestrian horses or whatever.
Oh, the equestrian, yeah.
And Snoop Dogg kept saying, "Oh, look, snap! Look at that horse. He's gangster walking. He's got the crip. Like, he got the crip walk. He's got the crip walk." And Kevin Hart was dying laughing like he couldn't even talk.
Well, I saw like Shannon Sharp and Chad Johnson's podcast. So when the athletes win these medals, like there's a monetary thing they get. So like 37 in the US, like 37,000 if you get gold. Other countries are like 100,000, 200,000. And it's like, how are we the cheapest one? So they actually put out there, anybody gets gold, 50,000 from me directly. and Chad Johnson threw in money too. So they're like, it's a shame that we're not paying athletes 4 years for like a 9-second run if you're running like the 100 or whatever, and you're only gonna get 37,000 for it. So it's kind of nice of them stepping up. And they were encouraging more athletes to get involved to do that.
That's good.
Yeah.
Can't leave
Ginger ale makes a terrible beer bearable. Oh, did not know that.
I mean,
I don't know.
Some terrible beers. If you put that in an imperial stout, you're going to be unhappy.
I was gonna say,
I mean, you got to think about what you're putting that in. Just
They
saying.
should put terrible beer in quotation marks, right? Like, depends on what terrible beer it is.
It really does.
Some beer can't be saved. WWE over kegs back in the day. Oh, really? That can get a little crazy. People drinking and watching WWE, and next thing you know, somebody's jumping off the top of something they shouldn't be. Yeah.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah.
by an elbow out of nowhere.
White phosphorus grade is way more fun than spraying a beer can.
Seriously?
Go. It's Vanessa's military background.
I know.
Oh, Vanessa, why Willie piece of super fun. Building born outs in my past in the U.S. Air Force. Building burn pits. 5 ads have popped up so far during the show. Really? Wow.
Really?
The advertisers must be jumping on board.
Dang.
Everybody wants a piece of Rod J, I guess. You know what's funny? It doesn't tell us when the ads are popping up or anything. That's interesting.
I heard
It doesn't.
the legend is on, so they're like, we're jumping in on this.
I've been watching this video group for less than 30 minutes. And I made such a mess. Needed a shower. Had to start a load of laundry, and had to get into the shower to clean up the bed. Beer tubers can be a little messy, making the messes. Nice, true. Stay tuned. We're just starting. Yeah, it's still early. We're not even. Well, we're into the second hour now. But yeah, what do you got there? I got to get another one here too.
This is Maplewood Son of Juice. This is the one that
Ooh.
Ray from the Alkanauts begged me to bring to Canada because when he had it here at Maplewood, he fell in love with this beer. So I did bring some for him.
I bought that one when we was up there.
Oh, you bought that one too?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's damn good. Nice hazy. You got your
Ooh.
on it.
Have you ever had their Super Son of Juice?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now,
I
is that
like
one
the
have
regular Son of Juice better though.
Is that one
Okay,
have the
I was just
dog,
curious.
like the plug on it?
The one that Mal has?
Yeah, does that one have the pug or the little dog on it, like on the emblem?
Oh, Sad Pug.
Yeah. I think we actually had them in distro here for a little bit.
The Sad Pug was actually a collaboration with Liquid Love where Two works.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Liquid Love.
Yeah.
Should be like that's like after hours brewery. I'm gonna head over to some Liquid Love.
Featuring Dude Love.
But
Oh,
Son of
yeah.
Juice is just an all-around amazing IPA. 6.3 with Mosaic, Simcoe, and Nugget hops.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say I have it here. 6.3, 25 IBU, average untapped rating of 4 even. Bursted with notes of tropical fruit, Son of Juice features loads of Mosaic, Simcoe, and Nugget hops. Pilsner malt and oats lend to a soft body and a touch of haze, making for a juicy, low bitter IPA. So there you go.
I really think the oats make a huge difference, though, in the smoothness of a beer.
Oh yeah, definitely do. Yeah.
Huge difference. And it's really, really nice. This is an excellent beer. If anyone comes to Chicago, Maplewood Son of Juice, if you like your New England hazies, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
You're going to love it.
Good one.
So say, make sure you say it right, man. Say that in the wrong way in the wrong neighborhood, you could be in trouble. I'm just saying, Son of Juice.
Yeah.
Son of Juice. Oh no, that sounds like a nice one. I'm gonna go get me another one. Or Todd, did you get one, or you got to get one, or?
So I got one. This is one I got brought back from Canada. Silversmith.
Oh, Silver
Ooh,
Smith.
Silversmith, very nice.
20 hazy years.
20.
Hazy IPA with lactose comes in at 6.5 ABV, 45 IBUs. So
Silversmith was a nice brewery for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And Mal,
No,
you
I
were right.
like
I actually found her rock band by going to Silversmith. And somehow I got
told
through
you.
some links and then ended up getting to her rock band. So that was pretty cool. Deer Fang, I believe.
Yeah, I told you. If
Yeah.
you just go to Silversmith, I'm sure she's linked them in something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So. And that chef
Those-
was super, super nice, giving us that appetizer and stuff. The whipped feta, was it whipped feta with the?
Where was this at? Silversmith? I missed that part of it. I think I was just too busy drinking beer.
I passed you the plate, like I was sitting close to you, and I had you eat it, and you enjoyed it. So shush.
Okay. All right. Well, I had it then. It was good. It was good.
I don't remember having that either.
It was good then. It was good.
I went out for a puff, and I got talking with the chef outside, and I was like,
Yeah.
so I'm thinking about getting some appetizers for some of the guys. What do you think? And he was saying, oh, you should try this, you should try this. And he was going back and forth on a couple of things, and then all of a sudden he brought something that he had never even mentioned when he was talking to me, but he brought it over, and he's like, here. I was like, holy crap, that's really good. It was like whipped feta cheese with fresh made focaccia bread, and it was
Oh, wow.
so good, so
I
good.
thought it was cool with Brian doing the video with the couple there. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah,
The
the
people
things
who
he
were
did.
there at the brewery.
I think
Yeah.
I did have a bite of that. That was really
You did have it, yeah.
Yeah, I remember now. Yeah.
Well, it had like honey and like peppercorns on top. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. Let's see. Silversmith, 20 hazy years, 6.5 ABV, 35 IBU, average untapped rating of 3.76. The unfiltered hazy IPA is crafted with the finest ingredients to bring you to the brightest flavors possible. After 20 years, our bitterness has softened and many things are quite hazy. So that's what they got for that. Kind of fell off at the end of that little write-up, though. I don't know.
I know they got a little lazy there.
Maybe they fired the intern. Like, no, you're good. You can leave now.
No, that's how it works after you've been doing something for 20 years. It just kind of falls off at the end.
It probably does. Well, I'm going to go grab a beer while you continue here and keep everybody amused and talk about IPA or whatever. You know, I mean, I do have some IPA stuff to go over here in a bit as well because, you know, we are a beer channel and then we got IPA stuff and maybe we can teach some people about IPA in a fun way. I was going to do a trivia game, but I didn't have time to get the trivia game together. So, unfortunately.
Talking about being lazy.
It's not being lazy. It's because I got this job. They won't leave me alone. They keep expecting me to work. They keep expecting me to work.
Lazy.
Did you tell them that you were?
Lazy.
I'll tell you.
Lazy.
Once my Powerball ticket comes in, I'm done. That's it. Once my Powerball ticket hits, I'm out.
Hey, just remember us little people when you do. All right?
Yeah. I'll dish some out. Y'all come to the island. We'll have a huge brew tuber get together. So yeah. All right. I'll be right back.
So I know I can't show the comments, but I will say that James has stopped in. So JT, good to see you. And Blue Ice stopped in and said cheers. So hi, Blue Ice.
Cheers, Blue Ice.
Love you bunches. Miss you. Hopefully we'll be seeing you next year at the get together because you're phenomenal and I think you're wonderful and we need to see you again. But yeah, so we had some new folks. Yay. There's probably some others, but I might have missed those.
Can't see the comments. Rod said I can, but I can't. I probably can. I just don't know how to do it.
I mean, I have them on the side of the screen. The comments versus private chat is my options.
Oh, they're there. Well, they are.
What I mean?
I can't really see you guys.
All right.
North is new. Yes, I see that you're new, and I'm happy to see you. I wish I'd run into you the same day.
Who, True North?
Yeah,
Yeah.
all good.
Well, I think you guys. Well, it was only us there. I don't know if you headed back already. Or you guys were still. I think it was after Niagara, so you guys might have walked back already when I ran into True North and Mad Lab.
We were the last ones to arrive back. There were like 4 of us that were the last ones to arrive back. So
No, we
we
picked
were
you.
still around.
That's right. You were behind us. We picked you up because we were walking back, and then Ray came by, and then we saw you walking. We came back and got you. Okay, so yeah, you were right behind us. Let's see. So the next one I got here, and it's going to be another one from Great Lakes. Keep it in the state. And it was the same. I'm not going to ask you the game because, again, it happened with this one too. But it's going to be from Great Lakes. It is their Juicy Vivacious Double IPA coming in at 9.5% ABV, 40 IBU. Have not had this one yet, so looking forward to seeing this. I've seen it numerous times, just never picked it up.
Nice.
Use one of my other glasses here.
Oh, and hello to Greg.
Hello, Greg.
I'm saying hi to new people who pop up because we're not to their comments yet.
No,
That's what
we are
happens
not.
when you go away.
We are not there yet.
Nope.
We will be. We will be.
Yes.
So here's a look at that one right there.
Ooh.
So nice golden orange.
Yeah.
Ooh, a little vibrate. Got a little bright to it. Definitely getting. It's got like a passion fruit type note on the nose. A little bit of mango type feel.
Hey, Bumpy.
Maybe a little bit of a melon in there. Not bad. That is pretty good. Nice sweetness to it. Nice splash, nice juiciness.
Sounds delish.
Definitely has a certain terpy texture in it. Good carbonation on it. Yeah, this is a steal for $1.99 for this one. Get it all in there. This is one of the other glasses I got there too, called the Fat Bottom. There you go, right there. Little queen.
I'm sorry. Did you say you like big butts and you cannot lie?
Fat bottom girls make the world go round.
That's what I was
Ah, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Oh, but that's a nice one. Take a look here at the Juicy Vivacious. Good name for a beer too. Great Lakes always does good stuff. Juicy Vivacious Double IPA, 9.5 ABV, 40 IBU. Good vibes and delicious, intertwined in every sip of this bold, smooth drinking, extra juicy double IPA. Average Untappd rating of 3.92. So not too bad at all there. It's if you like juicy, it's good. Juicy fruit. Yeah, juicy. Yeah. So yeah. What's that, Mal?
You keep telling me not to look ahead in the comments, and sometimes they make me laugh. Sorry,
Yeah.
I can't. do it. But Bumpy,
I'm
you guys make me laugh. Sorry.
I think I had that not long ago, I think, Rod. That's the Great
Do what?
Lakes. That was the Great Lakes.
That's the
one.
Great Lakes one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I actually had it on your show, or I had it on the show here about a month ago.
Did you?
Yeah.
How'd you like it?
I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Let's see. I gave it looking it up on Untappd, I gave it a 4.
Nice. Let me see.
Juicy Vivacious Double IPA. Yep.
Yep. Todd R gave it a 4.
I was gonna say, I thought when you showed it, I was like, that looks familiar, and I had to look it up. I was like, okay.
One of my other friends, Dave Goodwin on Untappd, he bought it at Tina's Country Market and Drive-Thru. That sounds like the place to get some good beer, don't it? Tina's Country Market and Drive-Thru. You find good beer at all kinds of spots. You're like, what? I love it. That's why you got to put the names and locations where you get stuff. Sometimes it'll just like freak you out there.
It's funny, I went to a dive bar with the same name.
Yeah. I should do that one. We're gonna read Untappd comments on the beers we're drinking. We'll just do an episode of just reading comments what people say about stuff. Yeah, that'd be a fun episode. Let me see where that goes. Could be. Mopping is an essential life skill. You improve dramatically from the military skills you learned early in life. Yeah, mopping isn't the worst. Like if I had to pick the house cleaning duties that were the worst, it'd probably be bathroom It's just like that'd probably be the worst thing. And then I don't know. After that, I don't think there's anything worse besides like having to clean a toilet or something like that and everything.
I would clean toilets all day if I didn't have to do laundry or dishes. The bending over just kills my spine. Laundry and dishes, that forward bend as you're doing the things, like folding the laundry.
Wait, you would clean a toilet over that?
You know, I used to clean hotel rooms, like when I was back in high school.
Well,
Yeah.
And I asked people, just let me do the bathrooms. I will do 20 bathrooms in a row so I don't have to make the beds. Because if I have to bend like that, it kills my back.
yeah.
But aren't
So
you bending over doing a toilet though, or are you just down on your knees?
On your knees. But like, no, I'll clean bathrooms all day. No, I'm good. Tile, give me tile any day. I will clean all the tile, all the porcelain, all the linoleum. Yes. But do not make me handle all the cloth things or the dishes. I don't want to do those.
All right.
Who would you say
put
worst
you on
chore,
the list
Todd?
Next time you come through Indiana, we'll
Yeah.
be on towel duty.
And actually, with the brewery I work at, I'm a little obsessive with my employees. I'm like, no, if you do not clean the bathrooms, all the customers come in and see these bathrooms. If these bathrooms are not clean, they're going to wonder, how clean is our kitchen? How clean are the
Right.
lines that are making our beer? If you can't clean a goddamn bathroom, get the hell out of my space. Because I have no time for someone who ain't cleaning a bathroom.
That's facts. Yeah, that's how they like look at like people when they see bad bathrooms. It gives them a whole turn off of the establishment.
Well,
Yeah,
if the bathroom's terrible, you don't think they made the beer clean. You don't
Yeah.
think they are cooking the food clean. They can't clean a
Yeah.
bathroom when everyone's going to see that. No one's going to see the kitchen or the brew house.
hmm
Yeah, no. Got to have clean bathrooms at your tap room. If you don't have clean bathrooms, no one's going to trust you.
yeah.
I'm a little obsessive about the clean bathrooms. I'm sorry.
Wow,
I like a clean
Fix.
bathroom.
yeah, they're putting it in.
Okay, Dad,
Almost.
go to your bathroom.
I'm almost 50. I got it pretty much nailed down. See, you look good. I mean, you're younger than me, so I was gonna say I'm 55, but I wouldn't have guessed 50 when we met.
It was funny. Dad just chimed in. Oh, let me go clean the bathroom real quick. I'm like, no.
That's your broad.
Yeah. You know what?
Yeah.
Why do I feel like Todd is throwing me right now? Yeah, you put those curtains right there.
Oh.
They're messing with you, JV.
No, I said here before. I was like, "Oh, this is gonna make JV so happy tonight."
People come to see the tractor,
I
Todd.
told no. I was like, "I'm gonna sit over here just." You ain't seen the curtains in a while.
Cheers, Paul. Well, Shane, I thought you were leaving. Like Shane's still hanging, which is great that you're still here. I'm not trying it, but it was just funny.
For a little bit.
Yeah, that was like earlier, but
Todd, we're gonna have to get you a microphone, man. I have so much trouble hearing you at the time.
you can't hear him coming through when you're in.
I was gonna say, right?
I'm gonna have to ship him a microphone or something, man.
It might be turning yours up. I think maybe.
I was gonna say, right?
Or you hear me all right?
Yeah.
Okay, well maybe this. I don't know.
Mhm.
I don't know. We're gonna start Todd a microphone fund.
Go find me.
We're gonna do a GoFundMe for Todd's microphone.
But it's a Todd has control of the AI. The newest green screen version is almost impeccably perfect from the original. Oh, it's uncanny. Todd's AI skills perfection. The AI has for Todd's assistance.
That's right.
Ooh.
That's funny.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a matter of that. That's the thing. Well, they can, but at the same point, we don't want to like have people getting spammed on stuff. I don't usually have like that out there, but I tell people to go ahead and check out channels. So, True North, if you guys want to check him out as well, see some stuff they're doing. He's got a lot of good stuff happening up there in Canada. It gets tons of action out there. It's always interesting just seeing the reaction. So yeah, definitely check him out there too. Hey, Paul from Vanessa. JV says AI Todd's mic is still low though. There you go.
Not just me.
Uh,
Well, Todd should be StreamYard should have it where it's like, yes, automatically adjust mic volume. I mean, I can turn Todd up a little bit. You want me to turn Todd up a little bit?
Just a
If it
smidge.
sounds.
I don't know if you noticed, but sometimes when he's talking, I'm like leaning forward so I could.
I
like,
noticed,
hear
yeah,
him.
I've noticed that, but I was like,
Yeah,
Does
it
Todd
was
sound
"Is your
does
volume
Todd sound better now? Does Todd sound better now? Say
a
something.
little bit.
testing 1 2 1 2"?
That is
Yeah.
slightly better. Yeah.
It is slightly better. Well, maybe it's Todd's then. Okay.
Hey, Rod, you're trying to not even have me on the show, and now you're just drowning me out with my. volume.
Well, I'm going to blame the iPad on that.
I would blame the iPad too.
Yeah, we're just gonna blame the tablet. You're
Over
fine.
there messing around with Apple. So there you go. There you go. Yeah, Vanessa, she's one of my moderators. So Vanessa's dropping a couple of the channels like Shane's and drop JV's there. Thank you, Vanessa. I subbed to Shane's. There you go. Yeah, Vanessa, if you want to drop out there, that's fine. I think who else do I have? I think Vanessa might be the only moderator I have right now. Oh, yeah. I need to get some new moderators. I got to rank up. I had moderators before. I don't know. But Vanessa's always awesome because if people get out of line, Vanessa will put boot to neck and you'll be out of here. So,
Yeah, she will.
To the head.
yeah.
But in the ass.
Some of the channels here. There you go. True. Yeah. See, True North now subbing everybody. Yeah. Completely different type of channel, Vanessa. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, Vanessa, I think you'll like some of the stuff on True North. You'll get a kick out of some of the people he runs into there.
Oh yeah.
Shannon decided to sit this one out. She's in the background.
Yeah.
We can hear her at times. She'll chime in from point to point on stuff.
Yeah, again.
But you know,
She walked away.
She had to work the last 3 days. So
Shannon's like one of our feature players. You know, like when you do Last Saturday Night Live, they have the main cast and then they'll say feature in, and then they have the other people that have little bit pieces, right? And that's like Shannon. She's in the she's still in the featuring aspect of the show.
She didn't work her way into the full time.
Yeah.
Also featuring.
Yeah.
That's actually a good comparison. Rod.
Yeah.
Oh, Sam in the house. Cheers, homie. Yeah, I got to get a Westie option out there. I talked about you earlier, too. Yellow Nose Sammy, short and stout beer reviews. Make sure to check him out, too. He's always got some pretty good stuff going on. And, yeah, he's been doing mainly like live streams now. But right now, your Westies are leading the pack, 35%. Well, technically, it's tied with New England Hazy, but YouTube has selected Westie as being the leader right now.
Ugh.
Let me see here. And there we go. True North Transparency. And then cheers all.
Dang, I thought I was subscribed. Okay, I'm just subscribed to 2 people.
True's channel. There you go. Yeah, Vanessa's putting some work in. I appreciate it, Vanessa.
I know. I'm
did too.
going
I
to
just-
check through the
Definitely
comments.
possible and a bit bumpy. Let me see what's happening here.
Oh.
Vanessa sub, Drew's channel. Cheers, Sammy. Hi, Sam. Thanks, Vanessa.
Yeah, I just-
Everybody.
I just subscribed to both
I
of them.
love
Also.
Bumpy. I haven't talked to Bumpy in forever.
Yeah.
True North.
There's the one for Sammy there.
Shush, Dad.
No, I thought of something.
Don't.
How many
think
hops
that-
is considered overboard beer? 20? 200? I don't know if there's ever been a limit written down, but I don't think you would get high as 20. You just have a mess there with all the hops. Actually, I don't know if I've seen more than maybe 6 or 7 hops in a batch before. I think that's the most I may have seen in one.
I think I've seen 5. I haven't seen 6 before.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say 5 might be the most I've seen. Also.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen some. I would say it was at least 6 that I've seen and stuff before, but it is rare. Usually it's 2 to 3, maybe 4 or 5, depending
Right.
if it's like some unique type blender going for.
Like I say, I haven't had more than 5, but 5 is what I can remember
Yeah.
anyway. For sure.
What is the hoppiest beer you ever tried?
No. The happiest beer. The
Oops.
happiest beer.
Oops, hoppiest.
No.
ever.
The happiest
Oops,
beer I ever tried was
hoppiest.
the happiest beer I ever tried was Ninja versus Unicorn because they were
That's
both
a good
very
beer.
happy to be fighting.
That was very good. But one of the happiest beer that I ever had was actually a THC beer because I was happy after drinking that one. Yeah.
Okay, Portal. I had one called Portal that was happy. That was a happy beer.
As far as the hoppiest beer I ever tried, I know I've had one where the IBU was over 120, but after like 120 or 110, they don't even taste it. But it was like a super, super hoppy beer.
Trying to think of the one, what the name of it was, but I'm thinking it was like 145 or something like that.
Yeah.
But I can't remember what it was now. But yeah, like you said, after that's like you think it's like, oh, that's going to be overkill, and like, no, it's not any. It's not terrible.
JV, are you trying? JV, are you trying to troll me right now? Don't try to troll me with that summer sandy bullshit. Don't you bring that summer shandy up in here, son.
This one tonight at ABIBUs was a face crusher. However, at Metal Monkey Brewing Company, I had one called Tony's Car. That I had that on video where it literally crumpled my face 3 times after one sip. This one did twice. That one was 3 times. So Tony's Car from Metal Monkey Brewing Company, which unfortunately Metal Monkey did fold. They're not around anymore. But that IPA was the most.
It gave you the bitter beer face.
I didn't have a face anymore. It was like you took a piece of paper and just crumpled it up into a little ball. That was my face because I had no face left. It killed me. Oh yeah, and I didn't have any hair.
You didn't have any hair. Yeah.
Yeah.
You were like a pissed off Sinead O'Connor at that point.
Okay, I almost spit out my beer on that one. Don't make me waste beer. Oh, and he says Yul Brenner. Lovely. All of that is wrong. You guys suck.
I got super messed up from hoppy beers, red face, overheated, and bad spins. Well, the hops don't affect you as much. It might have been the higher ABV for what you were drinking, but yeah, I mean the hops are just being the hops.
The ABV does the overheating, not the hops.
Yeah,
red
hops are just.
I can see maybe
The hops are just like the passenger. The ABV's driving the car, but the hops are just like the passenger. Like, wee! That's just the hops. They're just along for the ride.
I think red face is more from sours, isn't it? Like the pucker factor? No?
No, I think the red face is from just the
too
much alcohol. Too many beer, too much alcohol is taken in. Yeah.
Lime after the tequila.
Oh, it's the lime after the tequila, my dad says.
I like the pucker a little bit.
We once went to we were in New Orleans for a trip, and we were at one of the bars drinking, and one of the guys that were there that we met, like he wasn't with us, he was like, we were partying with him and he fell asleep. Like, don't be the guy that falls asleep in the bar. We all were just taking pictures all around him and stuff like that and everything. Like he just like passed out. Yeah, you can get messed up. Hey guys, can't stay heading out with a family friend from out. All right, well, thanks for swinging in, JT. Always great to see you, brother.
Love you, James.
Sure, for sure.
So you and Liz said hello. I thought you meant happy.
That's what I said too.
Happy,
delirium.
joy, happy, joy. Delirium. I'm happy after having some delirium. That's true too.
Yeah, delirium's a happy beer.
But their pink is just like liquid candy.
Happy, joy.
That pink elephant. It's like just drinking like freaking gummies or something.
Pink elephants on parade.
I've had Dragon's Milk Stouts. I might yell at the top of my lungs around the fire pit. I can see Vanessa out back, just like going Braveheart in her backyard after having Dragon's Milk.
This is Vanessa. And
Totally would.
Yeah.
I startled my dad's pup when I did that. The dog got worried about me and came over to check out.
Yeah. Vanessa's out there doing Game of Thrones and shit. I got a dragon. Blue's in the house. Cheers, Blue. Happy Thursday, my friend.
Love you,
JT. But I have Little Wayne's Mrs. Officer stuck in my head, and now you do too, right? Mrs. Officer. Yeah. Okay, dude. Thanks for dropping that bomb in before you left. Yeah. Thanks for that earworm. Hey, Blue. Blue, if y'all haven't checked out Blue, make sure to check out Blue too. He's got another great beer channel.
I'm sorry.
New.
Lucifer wanted to say hi. So this is Lucifer.
Lucifer.
But she wanted to say hello. She was climbing up my leg. Okay.
Oh yeah, it definitely was great to meet you as well, and Mad Lab too. I'm checking out both the videos. Sometimes I'm like working out when I'm doing, so I might just hit a thumbs up for you guys, and I may not comment as much, but I try to comment. I'll try to comment when I can for sure. When you're on the treadmill trying to get a workout in, it's kind of hard to sit there and like try to type it out. If you're actually doing work on the treadmill, you're not just there socializing. I see people do that all the time. I was like, why are you even in the gym? You're not even working out. You could have just walked around your own apartment or something like that, and not even take up space here. Right.
Build up and
Cheers, Greg. Greg from Central Ohio enjoying a new West Coast IPA from Columbus Brewing Company called Hop Legend. Tap today. Happy IPA day. You too, my friend. I will tell you this. For those of you, like Todd, you're South, you're in Indiana, but you get Ohio stuff too. Columbus Brewing Company does some pretty good beers out of Columbus, Ohio. That's another one that's right there. Yeah, I have to get TK to get over there and get some of their stuff too. But I miss getting some of the Columbus Brewing beers when I was in Cincinnati. But they are solid. Definitely would say check them out too if you do see some Columbus beer. I don't think their distribution gets much out of Ohio. They might get over to Michigan. I don't think get to PA.
I don't think I've had any of their stuff, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I've had some of their stuff.
Because I'll say we don't get it here. So.
Oh, it's solid. Chewios. Thank you, Vanessa. Welcome to Rod's channel. That's cute. Welcome. I think my thing is like not working right now. I haven't done any sound effects because of my soundboard.
Say your thing's not working. You shouldn't tell that to everybody.
Oh, you're so funny. Yeah, because I tried to give you the laugh track and it didn't even do it. See, so yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I can't even give you the blah blah blah. It's just I have to look at that in a second. That bottom glass, cool. Yeah, I'm enjoying this glass, right? And the cool thing, like this is one that you can use for IPAs, and you get the tapered in up here to kind of give you better notes of the aroma to actually enjoy too. Belgian sours are also good for this. Here's Josh in the house. Last beer, another great beer channel to check out. Josh is just south of me down in Virginia. You know, Josh would be a good one to try to get down to South Carolina too, because he's just in Virginia for a get together.
That'd be great.
That's like the third time we've had some Mix-a-Lot in this channel tonight about the big butts cannot lie.
Katie, that's how far behind you are on the comments. I said
but we've had the other comments before that though. It's just like we keep coming back. And see, Bumpy, I love those fat bottoms. There you go, right? Mad Lab in the house. Cheers, my friend. Good to see you. So Mad Lab was the other person I met there in Canada as well. Great time talking. Yes, Mad Lab in the house. Make sure to check him out too. Hi, Mad Lab from Vanessa. Hey, Vanessa. True North. You beer guys should have a few beers and do what we do on YouTube. That would be fun. Yeah, that'd be kind of interesting. That's out there. Doing some patrolling, shooting video, waiting for the police to show up, and we're like, just a little buzz. I don't know if that would work out as well for us. You ever see that one video the guy did? He gets stopped by the police officer, and the police officer is like, pulls him over, and he's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, He's like, "Where are you going?" He's like, "I'm going over there." Well, what's over there? Not over here. Like he keeps going back answers back to him. He's just the circles responding to the officer. Like, well, who? Like, where you? Like my neighbor. Like, where's your neighbor? He lives next to me. Well, where's that? Next. Like, and he just keeps giving him stuff back, and the cop was just like,
never.
But literally, the answers he's saying isn't like he's lying. I mean, he's giving true answers. It's just funny how it's all going down.
Yeah.
Oh, Mad Lab says, "I want a beer." There's no shortage of beer in Canada. I know that I've been in Canada. I know there's no shortage of beer in Canada. You might pay a little bit more than you need to pay in Canada, but the beers are there. Yeah. Have one for me, True. There you go. Mad Lab, are you out shooting video right now? And basically, I got it charged of cleaning the bathrooms. The bathroom was the fastest to clean. Actually, we had a hose to spray to wash everything, fast to push squeezy, and wipe everything. Well, you're in the military, yeah.
I had a rag and a spray bottle, but still, it's the fastest. It is much faster than the rest of the hotel room. Not kidding.
Yeah. Let me see here. Oh, we got Dan in the house. What is up, Dan? Western Canadian. Cheers. Another one. Been a while, my friend. And I did try to catch your short today or whatever. So Dan was trying to shoot a video, and every time he tried to shoot it, the train kept like they kept blowing the horn. So that was a funny one you had earlier, Dan. But you don't know, Dan.
That happens all the time. Oh my gosh, I know your pain. It sucks.
But if y'all don't know Dan, Western Canadian, make sure to check out his channel as well. Unfortunately, Dan was on the other part of Canada when we were together. He's over in the Edmonton area. So, at some point though, we talked like he wants to come down to one of our things. So yeah, we need to get one out. We need to get one out to the West Coast, like where Beer Man and them are, and then we can get Dan to come right down. Yeah, without a doubt, that would be awesome.
I love that.
I haven't been to Oregon, so I'd be all in for that for sure.
Well, I said I've been to 42 states, but honestly, the entire West Coast I haven't seen. From Alaska down to Hawaii, I haven't seen Alaska, Oregon, Washington, California, or Hawaii. I've never been.
Oh.
So those are 5 of my states that I need to go to.
Yeah, so, I haven't been to Washington or Oregon, so I'd be down for either of those. I've been in Nevada. I've been to California. I've been to Arizona. Been in New Mexico.
Ew.
Tastes better going in, doesn't it?
Dad just said he's been to Illinois.
I've been to Illinois.
And Wisconsin.
I haven't been to Wyoming. Haven't been to Wisconsin. Wisconsin's got some good beer.
You haven't been to Wyoming?
No, I'm sorry, Wyoming. Everybody goes to Wyoming. Apparently, I missed that memo.
I haven't been there either.
Apparently, Wyoming's the Western New York now. No, I would like to go to Wyoming. I haven't been to Idaho. That'd be kind of interesting. I haven't been to any. I haven't been to Dakotas, North or South.
Oh, actually, North and South Dakota are gorgeous. I absolutely love them. Dad loves Montana.
I haven't been to Montana. Montana looks beautiful. It looks beautiful.
There's no people. Like you go for miles and miles and you don't see any people.
600,000 people.
Yeah, there's 600,000 people in the whole state, and there's like 4 times that in Chicago alone. It's like insane.
Yeah.
But it's so beautiful. Montana's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Been to California, but I've not been to Oregon or Washington.
Yeah. I mean, technically, I've been to Utah because I was in the Utah Salt Lake City airport, but I didn't step out the airport, so I don't really count it. Yeah. Although technically I was there, but
Been to Nevada.
For a while there, I had only been to JFK, and I did not count New York as a state I'd been to until I actually got to go to the States.
Right.
I mean, but no, I'm at 42, and if we're doing West Coast, I can up that number. I can get right up there with Vanessa at 45, which is what I'm hoping for. So,
yeah, it can definitely happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I have only been to 33 states.
Oh,
70.
Dad's at 33 states. He's 70 years old. He's been to 33.
Yeah, I'm probably around that number. I think.
I was just trying to think, like.
Yeah, the Northeast. The Northeast is a little tricky. The Northeast, because honestly, I haven't been to Maine, New Hampshire, or Vermont. Those are the 3 I'm missing over there. But
in Vermont, I actually skied Killatin and Stowe when I was in high school, which was awesome.
Nice.
But I haven't been to Connecticut. I haven't been to Massachusetts.
I've been to Connecticut.
Haven't been to Maine.
Haven't been to Maine.
I want to go to Maine. I think Maine looks gorgeous. It's beautiful.
Haven't been to Rhode Island.
I haven't been to Rhode Island.
Of course, you can drink one of my beers. Yeah. But I have to tell him about it first.
Go ahead. Yep.
So, Dad wants to steal one of my beers. It's from Blackburn Brewing Company. Crick Water IPA, strong beer, 6.6% ABV, 45 IBU. Where is this from? Niagara Falls. This is from Niagara Falls.
Oh, nice.
My father
Okay.
is one of my Niagara Falls beers.
Oh, great.
Pops likes the IPAs.
But I gotta go back though. Did you say crick water? I think I
Yes.
heard crick.
CRICK.
Oh, so it's not creek water, and you just called it crick water.
No, it's actually crick. water.
Okay, just checking because you know.
No,
And
I
Here in the
pronounced it how it
states,
said.
here in the states, some
Right,
people
yeah.
say crick when it says creek. So just checking.
Well, I mentioned that Dad and I
We're all
are
about
headed to
education
Iowa.
on the channel.
I mentioned that Dad and I are headed to Iowa tomorrow. We're going to visit my sister in Winfield, Iowa, and they have their Crooked Creek Days, and it is
Ah,
not Crick. So Crooked Creek Days and their little festival thing. So we're
What's the
headed over there.
population there, Mel?
The population's like 800, and they have what the one light, bush light, is the light that they have.
And the one guy that's holding the light.
we remember that from earlier. You had to bring that back.
Yeah. Hey, I don't see my dad as often as I'd like to. I'm going to take advantage of these moments to make him happy. So
Well,
I
there you go. Okay.
as much as he wants him to be brought up.
Might as well.
Is there maybe there's a key to the Keystone light? Maybe there's got to be a bush light every time.
It's that is a bush light town.
What if it's IC light, Iron City? It's
The
Pittsburgh,
highlight,
it's Pennsylvania, Iron City light, IC light.
the highlight of the Crooked Creek Days is the parade, which includes at least 30 tractors. So
Well,
no,
you got to have tractors if you're in Iowa. You can't have parade in Iowa without tractors.
it's a bushlight town, and we're happy to go there and see the fam and all the things.
And we better take a few IPAs with us.
And we're taking some
Yeah.
IPAs with us.
Or maybe you get the Bush Light Peach because that's out now. People do like the Bush Light Peach.
I do like the bushlight peach. It's cute. I enjoy it.
It's not
Well, there
bad.
you go.
Not bad.
Easy drinking.
Yeah, it's better than that summer shandy, I bet. But anyway.
I guarantee it is.
Oh, you
Oh,
love
is there-
summer candy so much.
Bleh, bleh. I'd be like Paul in the video. Bleh, bleh. I might do Malort. I would do Malort over Summer Shandy probably. Actually, I would because I drain pour Summer Shandy. I would not drain pour Malort. I would just do it and suck it up.
For Malort, if you had, if
I honestly
if
think
you
I
were
would do
given the
more
chance.
over this.
Versus Summer Shandy, I would do Malort
I think so.
without a doubt. Yeah. There's a hater Vanessa. Hey, got Kettlehead in the house. Cheers, Kettlehead. What's happening, brother? Make sure y'all check out Kettlehead as well. He's got always good. He's posting like, I don't even know if Kettlehead, I said this last week, if he even has an oven, because every day he's posting grill stuff. He's grilling like other food, which is great. So I love some grilled food.
Summer.
Yeah. Yeah.
They would do.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably an oven in case it rains or something like that, but I bet Kettlehead will still go out there. Even if it's raining, he's probably like, there's hardcore grillers that like, no matter what, they're grilling.
He's got it enclosed. He ain't got to worry about the
Yeah.
Understand, you can't run the oven in your house with the AC running in the summer. You can't do the oven.
I do.
Summer, you don't. No,
I
you
do.
don't.
But I put the AC like on 65.
Unless you're a
64.
baker, there is no excuse for using your oven in the summer.
What if you're a candle maker? Can you still use the oven?
They use the stovetop.
You said the baker, the candle maker. It was like an old little thing like that back in the day,
No,
right?
Someone who's
Wasn't
baking.
it an old little thing when we were kids, like the baker and the candle maker or something?
There was. Yeah, there was.
There was, yeah. I think it was in
I knew where you were
Shrek. I think it was in Shrek too. Like they had the baker and the candle maker,
I
and
knew where you
yeah,
go with that. Yeah.
yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were.
See, that's gonna bug me now because that is a nursery rhyme.
It is a nursery rhyme. Yeah, yeah. Well, you're a millennial, so maybe you didn't get it when you were a kid. We were Gen X.
Shots-
I'm not
shots-
a fucking millennial, you piece of shit. I don't give a shit
fired.
what year they put on it. I'm not a goddamn millennial.
Oh wait, Rod. She's a millennial about 1 year. That doesn't really count.
About 1 year. She's on the. Let me in. Let me in.
Yeah,
No,
I
go
hear you knocking,
fuck
but
your
you can't
no,
come
go
in.
fuck your Gen X. I don't give a shit about your Gen X. I was Gen Y, and we said why fuck with it. We don't give a shit about all of you. No, I was Gen Y. Fuck yourself. No,
That's what somebody would say that acts like they don't care.
Right. Yeah, you know. Because Gen X, we're like, whatever. But you take it a little personal there if you're Gen Y. Just
I
saying.
am because you're calling me a goddamn millennial, and I'm not a fucking millennial. I don't
You
care
sound-
what year they
You
put
sound like a millennial right now.
Hey, are you sure?
Are you sure? Gen X is like
Hey.
whatever. That's our thing. Our thing is the whatever generation. Like we're whatever. That's just how we are. But you're kind of like sticking to your guns there. I want to let you in. I'm trying to talk to the congregation right now. Can we let Mal into Gen X? Can we make her honorary Gen X and get past all that? I'm trying to talk to the people.
Give the badge.
I'm on medical leave for working myself too hard. That ain't a millennial thing to do. That is what happens.
Yeah.
When you bust your ass all the fucking time and you work yourself into a hole. So you know what?
Well, you
No.
get some millennials that are workers. You can't put it on all the millennials. There's that 10. There's that 10%.
I'll give you 10%, asshole.
10%. I mean, well, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Western Canadian had it. The butcher, the baker, and the candlestick maker. That was the
That's what's
butcher,
it.
the
Yeah,
butcher,
and
the
the-
baker, and the candlestick maker.
Yeah.
Wait, it's Rub-a-dub-dub, 3 men in a tub, right? It was the butcher, the baker, and candlestick maker that were the 3 men in a tub.
I remember Rub-a-dub-dub, 3 men in a tub. I don't know why they were all together in a tub back then. Now I think about it.
3 men in a tub.
And I think back to my youth growing up. We had some weird ass shit happening. Why were 3 men in a tub in the first place? Like, what was going on there?
That was before we even knew what all that was. Like, wait.
Right. Wait, what?
Like, oh, wait a second. It all makes sense now.
Oh, there's a lot of weed smoked in the 70s. That's all I'm saying. Kettle said hi to Vanessa. Now I got to go. You by far the most beautiful person on the panel. Well, I'll give you that. That's an easy layup there, Bumpy.
Yeah, no kidding, Bumpy. Come
Yeah.
on.
JV is awesome indeed. Hi, Shannon. I'm shouting that line. That's Vanessa saying hi to Shannon there. So shouting it to her.
She said, hey, Vanessa.
Dang, YouTube's all over me with this. They're like, this is a
Dang.
popular podcast. We need to get some more ads up on this. So, oh,
Damn,
maybe
odds with ads there. What's
maybe
going
they'll float me some more dollars then.
Ooh.
Sure.
Actually, the strong beer, the Crick Water, the Canadian one.
Yeah.
This is also called a beer forte, but it's it tastes like 60 minutes.
Yeah.
The Dogfish had one, right? No, it tastes like the
This-
90
Dogfish
minutes.
90, not the 60.
Yeah, it tastes like the 90. It's more malty. The malt.
Okay,
front
90
is
more malty than the 60.
strong.
Right. Yeah.
The malt front is super strong, and then it has that hop finish. It tastes so much like the 90.
But
minutes.
nothing to the 120 because the 120 is like the big one. Okay.
No, it's not the. It's not the one.
So that's more of a. The 120 is more of a. The 120 is more of a strong ale
Mhm.
than an IPA.
This
Yeah.
one tastes like the 90.
Okay.
It's
That's pretty good.
beautiful. That's
Yeah.
really nice.
Yeah.
Which brewing company was that? Blackburn.
Blackburn.
That was
Blackburn?
beautiful.
Nice.
Excellent beer.
Well, it's a shame you guys didn't get to go to Brimstone that me and Ray went to on Thursday. That was actually a pretty cool brewery. That was another
Yeah,
one
I
in a
heard you guys
church.
talking about that one. It
Yeah,
sounded
we had
really
Yeah, I put a picture, I think, on Instagram with like one of the flights I got was they use like crosses for their flight because it's all like church
Oh,
related,
yeah.
all their beer names. It was a pretty cool spot.
What was the hell one we went to, Mel? The hell.
It does help.
Hellfire
It does help.
Pittsburgh?
No, wasn't Hellfire. What was it? It was
Is
Yeah.
PA Brew News still on? Dad is trying to think of a brewery we went to in Pittsburgh that was Hell something.
Helltown or Hell.
Not Helltown.
You remember what I'm talking about?
It wasn't
In
Hellfire.
Pittsburgh,
Yeah, in Pittsburgh.
It was Hell.
Hell was in the name.
It was hell something.
what,
Yeah.
Hellenic? No, that's Greece. Helltown. Helltown.
Helltown.
Helltown.
Helltown, that was
Let me
that.
take a look. That's Mount Pleasant, Pennsylvania. God damn, I'm so good on Untapped.
Pittsburgh, not in
Hell-
Pittsburgh.
I was
Mount
I was
Pleasant,
trying to
PA.
load it up, but it's still
Yeah.
still waiting.
Yeah,
It's
if you get a chance, checking them out, they were excellent.
Yeah, the tap room.
Yeah.
The tap room in Pittsburgh was beautiful and really good beer.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
That was a little
I
bit
don't know.
random.
I feel like anything called Helltown is going to be a good time. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe it's just me. I feel like I'm going down to Helltown. Oh, you're about to have some fun.
You're like, hey, where's follow me?
Watch out. Things get crazy in there. It gets heated.
Through the quad. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta get the beer fun going. Yes. So I gotta remember to do that video because Dan, you're on my list for that as well. That from Paul's challenge there. Smalls Brewing did the 13-year beer with 13 different style hops. So there's one with 13 hops that was done by Smalls.
That's a lot.
It's a lot. Green Flash Palette Wrecker. Oh my gosh, I do remember that one. That might have been the highest one I had from IBU on that. I gotta remember what that was on that one. Palette Wrecker. I did like some Green Flash back in the day. Which I guess now they are back, but they're like under somebody else. But I don't feel like it's the same. You don't really see them as much. That was that's 149 IBU. So I actually had that. Let me see in my check-in.
The Green Flash, San Diego.
Yeah, I had that back March 29th of 2014.
Oh wow!
I gave it a 4 out of 5 when I had there. I actually had a Mellow Mushroom. I miss Mellow Mushroom. I don't have Mellow Mushroom here. I don't know if you guys have Mellow Mushrooms, but they're pretty solid. Pizza chain, and he's got pretty good craft beers on tap.
Yeah, Mellow Mushroom. Yeah, I think we still have one over here actually. Well, not over here, but over in Louisville.
I would definitely say that's the highest IBU beer that I've had. 'Cause I don't think anything got higher than that for me. I almost bought some Naughty Nurse today. You can always get a Naughty Nurse. I mean,
Huh?
that's one of those beers.
Have your own out there.
So naughty.
Gotta have your own.
Just
That would
so
be
you
a beer
know,
meltdown.
I was hunting on my phone. Rub-a-dub-dub, 3 men in a tub, and who do you think they were? The butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker, they all sailed out to sea. 'Twas enough to make a man stare. That is literally the words to that rhyme.
Yeah, but if I saw 3 men in a tub, I'm staring like, what the hell are y'all doing over there? Like, why are y'all? Yeah, I mean,
who's not staring?
yeah, it's like,
There's another version that's.
I mean, unless you're escaping from Cuba or something, I don't know why you would all be in a tub like that.
Time machine. That's what it is.
That's a time machine, but.
Oh, that's a good movie. That's a funny movie. I like that movie.
But there's also a version that's 3 maids in a tub. Yeah, shut up. You're fine with that, you fucker.
I saw that one. I thought that was back in the 70s.
I mean,
Nothing back in the 70s. Shut up, Dad.
I mean, that makes more sense.
See, everyone's fine with that. Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. Seriously. Everyone's just chill with 3 maids in the tub, but 3 men in a tub? Oh, hell no. That can't happen. 3 men and a baby? What is happening?
They're bigger. They keep fitting in the tub like
It's
those.
not about facts.
3 men in a tub. Nobody wants to be front to back in that situation. I'm just saying.
Yeah, right.
I'm just saying. That's how it works out.
To be entirely honest, a lot of maids wouldn't want to be in the tub either.
Well, you got gaps. You got gaps in there. You're not touching. You might not be touching.
It's like the soap on a rope.
There's probably a lot of similarities, I'm sure.
We need to get your dad on some more of these shows. I'm just saying.
I know, right? Don't mention the soap on a rope, Dad.
That'll giggle.
I know we got a giggle, but don't mention the soap on a rope anymore.
Oh.
Don't end that with "it got a giggle." That's even worse.
I do have a source for dragons from leather, mass, etc. Pretty. Oh, that's very nice. White fluffy. We had a dog that earlier, Lucifer. Lucifer.
Lucifer.
Who goes to the gym to work out? Right? Yeah. Nowadays You see people that are socializing on stuff. It's like, are you using this right now? It's like, oh, I'm using it. Like, oh, you're not really using it. I mean, you take a break between sets, but not like 5-10 minutes between them.
No,
You
you're
know.
supposed to take like 30 seconds to a minute. If you're
Right.
taking 12 minutes, then you're just being an asshole.
Yeah, you're just taking up room at that point.
Yeah.
Hey, Bumpy. All right, it was good having you here. Talk to you soon, True.
Hey, True.
I think your first name is actually Kevin, I believe, from the videos too. I can't remember from when we met there, but I think I saw someone mention that in the comments. So awesome. Definitely a good guy there. Check him out. Have a good one, True. Yeah, your thing's not working. Yeah.
Your thing's not working.
Yeah. Every Thursday. Thing not
If you-
working. Todd
If you
tells
had
me I had to
a
fix
nickel
the
for every
thing.
time someone said your thing's not working, how many nickels would you give?
Oh, I'd have a lot of nickels. I would be sure. Yeah. I feel like when you said that, when you said that saying, for some reason it popped in my head like Joe Biden would say, it's like, if I had a nickel every time someone, like, because Joe Biden would be like an older person say something like that. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know why Joe Biden popped in my head on it, but it just did.
When I'm
Yeah.
saying what people think, just saying. But yeah,
Nice beer.
you're saying I'm saying the old people things, and yet you keep calling me a millennial. Seriously?
Well, I mean, I feel like I don't know. It's just happening that way. I can't explain it. I just call it as I see it. I'm an umpire. I call it as I see it.
You feel safe right now because I can't throw things at you.
That's true. You can't throw anything at me right now.
I was able to throw things at you. I can't throw things at you now when you say the things. That's what it is. 'Cause you can say a thing and I will throw something at you.
Oh, why would you throw something at me?
I'll throw you some ketchup chips.
West
Just
Coast
out of
still leading the poll.
curiosity-
Mm-hmm.
Just out of curiosity, I looked up like the highest IBU beers.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think the highest IBU for a beer is? Like the most IBUs in a beer?
Oh.
Well, I know Pal Record was the 149, so
No, the Real Craft Beer Channel did one that was like 800 or 1,000 or something like that. The Real Craft Beer Channel is a
IBUs?
British channel. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like 1,000 IBUs.
No, I know the channel. I know the channel. Yeah.
Yeah, but they did one and it was like syrup when they poured it, and it was really like they hated it. By the way, it was terrible, but yeah, they said they did one that was like 1,000 IBUs. I remember that video.
So the number one on this list is, any guesses? What would you say? Rating
idea.
wise.
900. I mean, it's higher.
Way more.
Nobody can taste it though. Like, why would you?
No, I know. This is what they say the rating is on it. 2,600. 2,600.
What beer was that?
Carbon Smith fucks your shit. Fucks up your shit.
Carbon Smith Brewing fucks up your shit.
Carbon
That's a great beer
Smith
name.
fucks up your shit. Yeah. Number 2 on the list is 2,500 by Flying Monkeys.
Flying Monkey?
Flying
Alpha-
Monkeys out of Canada.
Alpha Fornication.
Alpha
Fornication.
McKellar has one on here also. They come in at 6 with 2007. X Hop Juice 2007 IBU.
I could see them doing some stuff. Well, the Carbon is at 1,000 IBU, 9.8% ABV, an average rating of 2.73, but only 16 people checked in on Untappd.
I mean, if you can't taste it, like, I could see why you'd rate it so low.
I mean, you'd be like, this tastes like hot sweat.
And this is supposedly from great beer.
You know,
Yeah.
you sounded too comfortable saying that sentence. I think you've said that sentence a few too many times.
I've never said that sentence before in my life, but it's just thinking, at that level.
Sounded like you've said it many times. This tastes like hot sweat.
I've drank thousands of beers, and I just kind of went with what the imagery would be. So I feel like hot sweat for 1,000 IBU beer. Like, yeah. What's up, Cajun? Cajun boy in the house. Cheers, my friend.
Hi,
Great
Cajun
to
boy.
see you. I think you're new to the channel, so welcome. If my thing was working, I would give you a big old welcome here too. Let me see. Is it still not working? Let's see. I don't know what happened to it. Everything else is working on the other stuff. Nope, still not working right now.
Your thing's not working. We know.
I'd have to unplug it and plug it back in.
It doesn't work anymore.
Another ad, Rod Channel 5. I guess so. I guess YouTube is. I'm a hot prospect. I need a beer. Everybody needs a beer. Get a beer. It's IPA Day, National IPA Day. I mean, it should be celebrated. It should be celebrated this way. Wait. Don't go get a beer yet, Mal, because the next beer is going to be a beer in advance for tomorrow, being International Beer Day. So if you get a beer, get the international beer. Do you have the international beer?
That'll be my next
Or-
one then.
I'll have to look. I'm not sure.
If you
It's
don't,
like-
then get the
My
IPA.
father's fridge, so I'm not sure.
If you don't have the international, then get the IPA. I'm just saying. I'm going to get international beer
Probably
next.
Don't have an international.
Yeah, me too.
right now.
I'm grabbing mine. Come on.
Okay. That's all right.
Dad says the fridge was made in China, though, so it counts. Todd left first. I gotta wait now.
No, I'm good. I'm
You're good. He would go get his international beer. I'm going to read the comments if you want to go get one. So you're fine. He's still there. He's in shouting distance.
All right, he's in shouting distance. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna be in shouting distance for a minute.
Vanessa, hello to Cajun. Cajun said hello to Vanessa. Beer good here in Louisiana. Very nice. You know, I think most of the beers I've had from Louisiana have been Abita, but I think that's probably the last time I've had an Abita beer was
Yeah, me too.
6 or 7 years ago. It's been a long time, I feel like.
Haze or something like that.
Yeah, Purple Haze, the Andy Gator.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it might have been like maybe 4 or 5 years since the last time I had an Abita beer.
I'm thinking it's been 6 or 7 probably for me. I would think.
Yeah,
Yeah, usually when I walk away from the camera, I can still hear everything. I'm always in
yeah.
right here in the room, so let's go into the
Oh,
fridge.
Vancouver would be awesome too, Dan. I would love to get to Vancouver at some point. That's just right across from Washington. So that'd be 2 things I could at one point: Seattle and Vancouver. Kettle said, "I'm here. It's Thursday, and I'm thirsty, my friend. Yes, get yourself some.
Peace.
Yes, need to grab a beer or 4. Yeah, you're not. I don't know if you're usually around when we're doing this, Dan. So if you want to pop up, let me know, and I'll shoot you a thing too if you want to join us for a bit.
Might as well.
I'm trying to get caught up on the comments where I got anybody else up here because it's a little crazy at times. Got a
I'll be right
Hawaii.
back.
All right. I got a Hawaii by fly. What?
The only international beer I had was the one that Dad just took, the Niagara Falls one.
Okay.
So, unfortunately, I'm doing Beguile Brewing Company. It takes a Village Hazy India Pale Ale. So I got the IPA because he took my international one.
That's
So-
all right. Well, technically, you had a sip on it, so you still had an international beer.
Yeah,
So
he gets blamed for stealing my Heady Topper. He gets blamed for stealing my international beer. Sorry. That's just how it is. You have good taste. I have good taste. They're all my beers. You keep stealing them.
got to Hawaii by flying on a C5 from Massachusetts to there during the April desert storm. Oh, just caught a ride there. I've been every New England state too, many times to count. In college, I drive to Maine, north of Portland, to a diner for early morning and eat, and then get back to Springfield, Mass. for 0800 English class. Wow, that's a good way to drive for a little bit of a meal.
Yeah.
Kettlehead, right? Who has a Bush anymore?
Iowa has Bush Lights. That is what they drink.
Oh, that meaning carries.
You
That's a
spelled
little-
it wrong. BUSCH. Bush Lights.
Well played. Well played on that double entendre there. Well played.
Dad says the premium beer is still reserve.
For the 40-ounce guys, they probably agree.
For the
Miller Lite in a patio frizz beer can chicken maker. Yes. I've been a baker one for 35 years and I leave work at work. LOL. The butcher, the baker, and the candlestick maker.
Yep.
And I'm not a fucking millennial either. Boomer. Nobody wants to be a millennial. Not a freaking millennial either. Yep, that would be it. Having a hazy IPA, very nice.
Me too.
The 120 is almost like a barley wine. Yeah, I guess. To me, I think it's more of a strong ale, but I can see it going the barley wine type way too.
But that Canadian one tasted like the 90
Yeah.
minute for sure.
No, it is. The 120, Dogfish had 120, and this 180, you're thinking of something different.
180 wasn't Dogfish Head. That was
That was somebody else. What's up? Chase in the house. I met all of these people. Indeed. What is going on, my friend? Nutmeg. Hey, Vanessa. What's shaking, everyone? Hey, Kettleheads. What's up, Nick? Cheers. It's funny because we talk about Baker. Now we got a funny whose last name is Baker. Did you see that? Like Nick Baker just showed up, and we were talking about the baker, the candlestick maker.
Nick, how do you feel about the butcher and the candlestick maker? Honestly,
ask Nick if he was one of the men in the three. Maybe he was one of the men in the tub with the other two men.
Yeah. You rub my back, I rub yours. I guess.
I just hope it never turned into a human centipede situation. That's all I'm hoping.
oh God, why would you even bring that up? Why?
Because it was there. It was low hanging fruit. It was right there. It was right there.
Is that where you live? Is the low hanging fruit really? I thought
came
you
up
were
to-
better than that.
It came up during the shirt signing. Somebody said human centipede.
Centipede.
I think they did actually.
That's laughing.
It was brought up.
It was
laughing. She's like, "Yeah, that's right." Everybody was all.
Because once you see that, if you go ahead.
I think
You said, dude, Dave.
I think it was Dave that said that. He's like,
Yeah.
Centipede.
You said
It's
what?
like about the,
Like
the
everybody was
human
signing-
centipede. Whenever I sign a shirt like the human centipede, is what
Yeah.
Dave said. Yeah.
Everybody was all like right up next to each other or whatever.
The issue is once you see if you ever do see that movie, and if you haven't, I don't know if you want to see it, but if you ever do see it accidentally or however it comes across, you'll never forget it.
No
one of those
one
things.
wants to see that movie or the sequel or anything at all remotely to do with it.
I've seen the first one, and I do not want to see the sequel.
There
I mean,
was a
is there any
sequel,
way you
and no
can
one wants to
accident-
see it.
Can you accidentally see that early? Like accidentally?
If you're flipping through and stuff, or if it's like on HBO or something like that, maybe.
Happen
Yeah, but then
on
you got to
that.
stop
That's
for a
not just
second.
on
So that's not
regular
an
TV.
accident.
I mean, it's an accident you flipped into it. If you're going through like late night, you're flipping through, and
There is
you're like,
no
and you're like, what is this? What is this
accidental
movie about? And then all of a sudden you get pulled into it, and they get all put together, and you're like, whoa, what is going on? And you're like, you didn't mean to watch that movie, but now you're into it.
Hey, but if it
Human
makes you feel better,
Centipede
Ryan,
is
that's
not an
okay.
accidental movie. Adam's Family Values is an accidental movie. Clueless is an accidental movie. And
I mean, if you,
Dad says it. My father says if you find it, you're up too late and go to bed.
well, that's Cinemax. That's Cinemax's fault.
No one has Cinemax anymore, please.
Why don't you have it anymore? It's still out there. It's part of HBO.
You don't do the cable.
If you do an HBO Go or whatever the HBO thing, and they give you Cinemax with it, it's like a tag along. Again, it's like the passenger and it's the passenger in the seat. They're not driving a car; they're just there going wee.
No, I ain't paying for fucking HBO. That's just stupid.
But by the time you pay for 10 streaming services, you might as well pay for cable.
Well, I'm not paying for 10 streaming services. I have 2. And
What do you have? Well, I know you got the Cartoon Network on one of them because you love cartoons.
I have Disney and I have not Peacock, but the other one that starts with a P, Paramount. I have Disney and Paramount.
Yeah, Amazon Prime, yeah, mine.
And I steal my dad's Amazon Prime. And Chew has Peacock and there's one other that he does, but I think it's like sports ones.
But you guys are married, so that's like 4. You have 4 streaming services.
Well, yeah, but we have separate finances. We haven't spliced our
Oh.
finances.
Well, there you go.
I only have 2.
You got some of the guys like, oh, she's a good woman. You got
You only have
75.
2, but you watch tonight.
Right. What about your cartoons? You're big into the cartoon stuff.
I know, and Disney.
So
and
how do you watch Cartoon
Paramount
Network?
have
You don't watch
their-
Cartoon Network?
Well, no. Paramount has all the old Nickelodeon stuff from when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So Paramount and Disney are all the cartoons I need. I don't watch live action stuff that much, except for like the Olympics, I guess. But I don't watch live action stuff at all. So
Okay.
'cause I
Well,
have
hey,
enough
it
drama
works.
in my day-to-day life that I can't handle drama on a TV show. I
Okay.
like cartoons because I don't have to like work hard to think about those things.
Yeah.
Not any reality shows.
And the reality shows are not interesting to me at all. So
No, they're
Uh,
car wrecks.
no,
Yeah.
she watches some of them that are like outdoorsy, like
Yeah. I will say,
the port protection and the Alaska ones. Like he likes those, but otherwise we don't really watch reality shows.
I will
Actually,
watch like
Simple Living Alaska on YouTube is one of our favorites. We love Simple Living Alaska, and what's the lady,
Girl in the Woods.
Girl in the Woods.
Oh, that's a good one.
We love watching them. Like I
Wait
honestly,
a
I
minute.
watch.
is Chew there? Or is your dad there? Because your dad knows more about your watching than Chew.
No kidding, right?
Dad knows what she watches because Dad and she watch the same things.
Gotcha.
don't-
Okay.
Like I kind of watch them, but not like actively, I guess.
Yeah.
Back in the woods shit.
Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, cartoons and nature stuff is pretty much all and Olympics. Honestly, the Olympics have been on our TV pretty much nonstop for 5 days, 6 days, however long it's been going on. So,
Yeah. Let me see here.
oh, Rocky and Bullwinkle.
That's old
Rocky
school
and
right there.
Bullwinkle is great.
How about Squid Piss IPA?
What brewery is that from, Nick? I would like to know. I would like to know what brewery called their beer Squid Piss, and if it's black. Oh my god, if that beer is a black IPA, I will be super fucking happy.
I mean,
It should be if it's not.
It
the
has.
funny thing is,
I don't.
there's not really a real beer there. I think Nick did it out there, but there is a beer called Squid Piss from Phibbs Brewing Company.
Oh, wow.
It's a fruit beer.
No, there needs to be a Squid Piss IPA that is a black IPA because it needs to happen. And when she and I open a brewery, we're gonna have to think about that.
Oh, we got there. The people need to know when Todd and Shannon's channel launching.
That was
Word's
true.
getting around town.
Chase has a point. Todd,
Comment?
we want to know when your channel's launching.
As Blake TV would say, comment.
I can't. Can I say? I can't really say. Can I say, Shannon? I can't really say.
We're a work in progress.
It's in the works. It could.
It's in the works.
It could possibly.
Do I get any credit? Like Rod J presents Todd and Shannon. Like, do I get any credit for that when it launches?
I was thinking about that.
Yes,
Jay
100%.
presents.
Honestly, when my channel gets started back up again, I think I need to do the same thing. To be
It's like the old Spike Lee. Like, it's instead of a Spike Lee joint, it's a Rod J joint. Todd and Shannon.
I know. I'll tell him.
I was gonna do our name, and then I was gonna go a division of Rod J. Beer Business.
Woo! Yeah, I did. Yeah. The first spinoff, you people see it here. It happened here. First spinoff of the channel.
Got to work out the contract negotiations.
Right?
Are you guys familiar with the Pinter?
No. at
Yes.
the end of- pause. At the end of our
So,
video,
when my dad was watching
production of
Don's
John's
channel, and Don had Don in Scotland.
Yeah.
Don's beer reviews.
video.
He had a pinter, and my dad wanted a pinter watching Don. And so he started writing to the company that does pinters regularly. asking them to sell in the States because he wanted one very badly. So he kept bugging them, and they kept saying, "Oh, we're not selling in the States. Oh, we're not selling in the States." He got an email but a month ago ish, where they were having a special thing. Do you remember the Tupperware parties where it was like they'll send you a certain amount of Tupperware and you have to have the party so that you could sell a certain amount to have the Tupperware, right?
Are you talking Napoleon Dynamite here?
Nope. I'm talking Tupperware.
No, I
parties.
know.
Go get the car.
The Painter Company reached out to my dad and said they'll give him $400 worth of their equipment, meaning 2 painters and then the 2 kits and all the stuff. But he has to host a party where he makes the beer and then hosts a party where people have signed up for this party and lets them try the beer that he's made in the Painter. And so he's getting 2 painters. The party is scheduled for the end of August.
Oh, there you go.
One of them is coming to me in 2, and one of them staying with Dad, and we're going to host a Painter party for
Nice.
them. So he gets this free stuff, which is super fun. I love it. So yeah, it's 24 pints of beer that'll be made. But yeah, so Dad's going to make beer and host his own Painter party, and he wants me to video the thing and start my channel up again.
Well, there you go.
That'll
work.
Get a little networking for Painter as well.
Nice.
So yeah, he's getting like $400 worth of stuff from Painter because he's willing to host a party, and it's just cute as heck. I love it because he was bugging them for so long for them to sell over here.
Well, they were actually supposed to send me one like months ago, and it just like when the Pioneer people reached out just to get my information to send me one, I never got it, but they gave me a thing for a website and stuff like that, and it had me down for it, but I don't know. They were supposed to send it, but Dave got one in Beer in Front. He has it out there in Chicago. Right. Yeah, it's like he did something kind of similar to what that was, but kind of they sent it to him, and so I don't know. Tomorrow is International Beer Day, so I'm going to grab an international beer ahead of it. But tomorrow I'm going to actually do a live stream. But tomorrow I have beer coming in from Paulaner. So I had Paulaner reach out to get me international beers, and I'm actually in talks with them to get their CEO from Paulaner USA on the podcast. So that could be something coming up pretty soon. But they sent me a thing today, and I got the thing from UPS, but it'll be delivered tomorrow. And then I'll ice that for a bit. So I'll probably do a live stream tomorrow night, kind of going through International Beer Day. And with whatever they send me, I'm not sure what Paulaner beers I'll get from them, but whatever they get, I'm going to. So I think they also send me some Tsingtao because they work with Tsingtao as well. So I'm getting some of that too. Yeah. So,
awesome.
Yeah. So I'll be
excellent. That's a beautiful beer.
Yeah. What did he say?
He mentioned a restaurant where he and I used to go when I was a little kid, so that he could order Tsingtao beer.
Oh, Tsingtao. Oh, okay.
The restaurant was called JMK Nippon. It was in Rockford, and it was a restaurant where he would take me every now and again so he could have Tsingtao beer because it was really
nice.
Yeah. It was one of those places where they cook at the table,
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
He took me there for that was my graduation. Part of my graduation party was a bunch of my friends going there. So, yeah. Nice. But Tsingtao was one he would hunt out at places because he liked it so much. Because it's almost like a Kolsch. It's so nice.
Yeah. Well, they were that was on my list to actually try. That's one of the more popular beers out there, and I've never seen to come across it. So it's just funny. Paulaner reached out and they're like, they saw stuff and they're like, hey, we think it'd be good to get you some stuff, maybe get you hooked up with the CEO and do some things. I'm like, works for me, So yeah, that's great.
Tsingtao's Chinese, not Japanese.
Yeah.
The restaurant was Japanese, but they always
they had a Chinese Tsingtao. Yeah.
Sapporo was the Japanese, and Kirin Ichiban are the major Japanese ones that you
hear. You go now. You've been here 4 hours.
Well, Sapporo owns Stone now, right? Isn't Sapporo owns Stone? I believe they're the ones that own them. Yeah. But Ichiban owns a couple of the other ones too now. So yeah. Let me see here.
I know, Chase.
Fond
we had
memories of Beguile. Yeah.
fun there.
I'm
That's
out
what
Todd
we
and
ordered
Rajay,
in
all
the Chicago-
legends.
We were at we were at Beguile when we ordered in the Chicago deep dish pizza. That's right, Giordano's.
I can say I've been to Canada. We just had a thing in Canada. Some can dance. Some can dance.
Some can. Some
And they do
No, I
have,
disagree.
They do have onions in the restaurant. I don't know if all of them eat it or not, but it is in the restaurants with some stuff.
I mean, the Canadian gymnasts can.
Yeah.
Kind of.
I pay annually for mine, so it's not hit every month. Come out cheaper too. Just can't do it with Hulu and Netflix. Suck it up for those.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the old streaming thing. Oh, you know, it's funny you say that, Chase, because for me, I always enjoy a black IPA, but I didn't put it. I could only get 4 options on the poll, and I would have definitely chose, like, for me, black IPA is one of my favorite ones to get when I come across it. But I knew it was going to probably be like a lose out there versus the others. So
that's the thing, though. It's like they're so scarce that you don't really see them often.
I know.
I mean,
but
right now, New England Hazy's back up on top right now. They're beating West Coast.
I'll tell you, when you find one of those black IPAs, you're just like, oh, hell yeah.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
You're
Yeah.
just like, yep, that's the one.
Yes.
I mean, even Stone brought back their Sublimely one, and that's a
Oh,
excellent
yeah.
black
Stone had
IPA.
it
That's a
really
good one to actually enjoy. Yeah.
I wish more breweries would make those.
I know.
Shane can make them the Rajay Presents open. Yeah, I mean, you know, Rajay Presents Todd and Shannon. Word of BrewTubers Eagles Network. Yeah, I'm pumped up. Chase got his cards. He told me, like, on the Facebook thing, I posted that because they had a special thing on Zazzles. Him and Brian got cards now. So I'm like, how do I even get your cards? I'll show you. You can network using your cards with stuff.
Cards, I
So
forgot.
here's
You have business cards?
I've had business cards, well, for a long time because I always went to breweries, right? So
Yeah.
'cause we were doing brewery tourism as our channel. So it was a little different. So yeah, I always had cards that I was handing out, and I forgot to bring them when I came to Canada. I was so annoyed. I
So
know.
here's a little
Actually-
sneak peek teaser to what Chase was asking. So we got these today. The lights.
Oh shit. Todd got some
Dad had
LED.
one on his fridge. It's literally on his fridge, but yeah.
Oh, there you go. Nice.
So yeah.
Well, see, you had the cards.
No, I've had business cards for 2 years.
Yeah. But Todd and Shannon got the LED lights too. They're not messing around there. That's nice.
Not one, but two.
Two LED lights.
Now
Shit.
I got them on now, so I don't know if you can tell or not.
You skipped from basic to moving up to intermediate there because you didn't go ring light. You went LED light. So you just like.
And Shannon always knows. She just goes all in. It doesn't matter.
Shannon put the work in.
Okay.
She's like studying
Go big or
stuff.
go
So yeah.
home.
Tell Shannon to go all in on the microphone next.
Yeah.
I'm
Just
sorry,
the
I
mic.
couldn't
I gotta get
resist.
the
I couldn't resist.
Gotta get the mic. Mic check. Mic check.
You need a wireless mic that hooks up to your iPad.
Right? It's also the novelty of it because no one makes it.
Yeah.
The Tsingtao,
The black IPA.
the black IPA. Well, I mean, there are breweries that do make it, but it doesn't get enough breweries where it gets into a lot of spaces for people.
No.
Like I come across it from time to time, but it's kind of like, you know, you're in those smaller type craft type breweries. But I always like a good black IPA. What is up, Kevin? Shark Home Brewing in the house. Cheers. You're drinking a lager on IPA day? I don't know what to do with you. I mean, I don't got nothing against the lagers. I'm just saying, you know.
No. It's an IPL.
It's a cold IPA.
It's a
Is
cold
An
IPA.
IPL was kind of like a cold IPA. That whole thing, like, oh, the IPLs were selling, so we're going to come up with cold IPAs. Okay, but it tastes the same.
Cold
Yeah, we're
IPA.
gonna make our own.
But
thing.
yeah. But you got to have IPA in the title. Okay, all right. Yeah, Todd's getting professional. Like Todd's getting everything down. Like the thing is, though, you just got to do the video. You just do the video. Just
You want to see
Yeah.
my lighting?
Todd and Shannon are ready to rock and roll already.
My lighting.
Hey, we sent
That's
you guys
my
a
lighting.
sneak peek.
The
you know.
dome light. Yeah. You guys are ready to rock and roll on that.
I got
So
a kitchen light, a kitchen Kitchen light.
That,
That's it.
you got a dome light. Dome light.
There you go.
What did Todd say? Turn up the light.
Come on, Shark. Just tuning in and already starting. Come on, man.
All right. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. What show is that from?
Believe it or not.
Walking on air.
What show is that from?
American Hero.
Close.
No,
No, what is God? I can know the theme song. What the hell is? Oh, wait,
What was
You're right there, Mal. You're right there.
what I'm walking
Golden
on
Girls, is it? No, it's not. No, it's not the Golden Girls. Never mind.
I know this song.
I know you know it. You had 3 of the words. You had 3 of the words. What are you missing? Muhammad Ali? Muhammad Ali?
Oh,
The greatest?
Family. I'm thinking like
oh,
no. It has.
the greatest greatest.
What did you say before?
Greatest
The-
hero, right?
There you go. There you go. The greatest American hero.
Oh, the great.
Yeah.
Thank
The greatest American hero. Yeah.
you. Jesus Christ, I had trouble with that.
I knew the song. How would I not know the name?
So,
You remember the music, right?
I know. Yeah.
Chew at his tap room, he hosts open mic nights, and when they finish for the evening and they're like taking down the equipment and everyone's kind of milling about talking, he puts on old TV theme songs.
Yeah.
So he starts with the Cheers theme song, you know, because
Not Golden Girls? Because I mean, Golden Girls is close to his heart. I was figuring you
Yeah, I was
start with
gonna
that.
say, I thought that'd be.
he starts
automatic.
with Cheers because where everybody knows your name, you know, like
Yeah.
everybody gets along, everybody's friends and stuff, and they all do the open mic night. And then he lets it just kind of play on these old theme songs, and it's just he always comes to that one. I will admit I have never seen The Greatest American Hero as a show. I have never watched it because again, I was a cartoon person. It doesn't matter
Oh.
adult or child, I only watched cartoons. So
Plus, you were a
I
millennial.
watched
So,
that
you
one.
know, you were a millennial too. So it was later. It was, you know. Sorry, I could. Low fruit, low hanging fruit. I had to go for the millennial joke on that one.
I mean, you had to knock that one out of the park. Just
Yeah.
it was there. I mean, it was there. What are you supposed to do? What are you
The
supposed
year
to do?
born doesn't matter. I didn't want the drama, so I didn't watch TV shows. Just
Yeah.
like live action TV.
Have you ever
shows.
seen Mork and Mindy?
I've seen clips of it.
Mork and Mindy was classic with Robin
I've
Williams.
seen it on
Shannon
YouTube,
said in the
like,
background,
clips of it.
nanu.
And the same thing, like I've seen clips of like Laverne and Shirley and the Happy Days and all the shows.
1, 2,
like,
3, 4. Happy days. 5, 6,
But
7,
I
8. Happy days.
I don't recall clips of Greatest American Hero being available on YouTube right away. Like that's not something that sprung to mind. I have seen oh gosh, Belky and the guy in Chicago. and
Perfect Strangers. Yeah,
that
that was a
one,
classic.
I've
Yeah,
seen that.
They
I've
were
seen
cousins. They were cousins.
Obviously, I've watched Golden Girls. I love Murder, She Wrote. I do watch that one because as much
that was
as
okay. That's a little bit older. I mean, that's like my mom will watch that show. I'm just saying. And my mom will watch that. Like
it's,
she was.
it's drama, but it's like cozy drama. You know, like you
Oh.
don't actually have to feel bad.
Yeah,
about
I mean, it's like Matlock. It's like Matlock. It's like the older
No,
people
But I
watch.
didn't like Matlock. Matlock had too much drama. I didn't like Matlock. I
There wasn't.
liked-
It was Matlock. It was like Andy Griffith and just like as
I'm just saying,
lawyer.
Andy Griffith, my dad.
I mean,
every time I go there,
Andy
You would
Griffith.
you would go to Bob Evans for the 5 o'clock meal. You come home and you watch Matlock.
No,
After,
Andy
after,
Griffith
after
didn't
People's
have
Court,
drama.
after Wapner, after People's Court, then you watch Matlock.
Andy
Then you call it a
Griffith-
night. That's a busy
Andy
day
Griffith.
that's a busy day for a senior.
the 5 o'clock meal, or some people would call
Andy-
it the Blue Hair
Andy
Special.
Griffith didn't have drama.
Exactly. That's what
Andy
they would
Griffith
call it.
Didn't have drama.
Yeah. Andy Griffith didn't have drama.
No, they didn't.
You know how many times he had to put up with Otis?
It was someone being forgetful. Like it wasn't.
mean,
Otis,
I mean,
forgetful.
Otis
Otis was drunk. He was a beer tuber before there was a beer tuber.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
no,
don't
that doesn't
Yeah,
really
some
count.
tea.
That's not real drama.
And then
My dad said, "Hey, wait, he lived with Aunt B and he didn't have drama."
yeah, I didn't get that whole thing either. Like, why are you still living with Aunt B? Like, you can't afford. You're a serf for the town. You can't get your own house. Like,
Right.
They didn't ask a lot of questions back then. The whole Gilligan's Island. I thought about that the other day. Again, 3-hour cruise. 3-hour cruise. One, why did the house have so many things for a 3-hour cruise? Two, Skipper and Gilligan didn't have anything but what they had, but their clothes weren't torn after a number of times being on a deserted island. Professor didn't have anything either. Like, they should have been in shreds on stuff. And somehow Ginger had a bunch of stuff for her as well. She brought all of her cosmetics and all that kind of stuff. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of things that didn't make sense about Gilligan's Island.
My first thought was, if the houses were that rich, why are they on such a small ass boat to begin with?
True. And if you're that rich, somebody would definitely know you were probably gone, right? Like, somebody would send out a search crew if you were that rich.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you look at it that way, the house must have been embezzling money or something, where it was something illegal taking place that nobody was looking for them, and they were able to escape. They were trying to get away. That's why they had all their clothes. They were trying to get away. They jumped on a cruise, make a break for it. We'll get down to Costa Rica or somewhere. We'll have all of our accounts wired, and we'll be set for the rest of our life.
They
So
were
that's
going
why
to Cuba. Oh no!
But somehow
wanted
the
to
Indian
get the
natives
Harlem
always found their way to
Globetrotters
that
there.
island. Not
Yeah.
sure how, but they always were there.
And basically, Skipper and Gilligan were mules. They were just transporting.
Yes.
My dad
Yes.
Oh,
Bless you.
My dad stepped in and said, "No, they were just trying to get the Harlem Globetrotters to visit."
Yeah, how the
That's right.
Globetrotters and the Globetrotters ended up on the island too. Like, but they got off.
That was a
I
good.
think
got
that was the same episode that Fonzie jumped a shark, I think.
Yeah,
They
the
saw him out
Globetrotters
there
can get there, but then the Globetrotters get off the island. They don't take Gilligan in with them.
And then they
Yeah.
jumped the shark with the motorcycle. Oh wait, no, that's a different.
No,
show.
that was the water ski with Fonzie and Happy Days jumped the
I
shark.
know. I was being an ass. It's cool.
you know, you
Yeah.
can't get very far on a 3-hour cruise.
No,
Yeah.
Don't get
3-hour
very far.
cruise doesn't go very far.
No.
Not in that little boat. Honestly,
Yeah,
like when I lived in the Caribbean, it was 3 hours was on a catamaran. It takes a little while to get to places. So
And
I don't know. A 3-hour cruise ain't going far.
I'm
How
just saying
did
when they wrote that show,
and how the professor's little broke ass radio work like it did.
I
Yeah.
know, right?
and what kind of professor was he? You couldn't make all this other shit up. You couldn't make a boat. You could make all this other shit. You could make a treadmill or a bike thing that you're but you can't get us off the damn island.
You can make a treadmill, but you can't make a fucking helicopter. What
Yeah.
the hell is wrong with you? What kind of professor are you?
You're
Yeah,
right.
and Mary Ann was the farmer's daughter. She should have been able to raise some kind of food, I mean, you're a farmer's daughter.
Right.
Get out there and plant some shit, So
Like, she
Yeah,
should have stepped up, man. She had her Daisy
Yeah.
Duke son.
Hey.
She was ready to farm.
How did Ginger get all those clothes?
Yeah, how did Ginger get all her clothes? Like,
yeah, that's what I said. Ginger brought all her clothes and cosmetics and stuff. So I mean, there's a lot of plot holes in that show, but yet people would watch it every week. They watch it every week and just be like, yeah.
You know, it's funny. Ron John Surf Shop.
Ron John's Surf Shop, that
Yeah.
one?
They have
Okay.
those everywhere you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do have them all over the place.
Yeah, they
There
do.
must have been one on the island. So she
Must
could
have been. Must,
There had
yeah.
to be. There had
Yeah.
to be.
Mallory, a special effect with the smoke. Yeah, you could do the smoke as special effect. If Todd has LED lights, do they change colors? Ooh.
No, I
Oh,
didn't.
wait, I have LED too.
No, we can change the colors. They just don't change on their own.
No.
Do they?
Like the lads, you could go.
No, don't do your puff over
Oh,
here.
I thought, okay, it's just the dimness of them, I guess, then.
It's like the
Mallory does not identify as a
Okay.
That's
millennial.
great. I don't identify as millennial. I'm a fucking Gen Y.
Well,
and we
you're going to
got-
hurt Chase. I think Chase is a millennial. You're going to hurt Chase's feelings. Chase is a millennial, I think.
Chase is 4 years younger than me. Of course he's a millennial.
Why you say it like that? Why you got to say it like
I
that?
know,
Of course he's a millennial. Of course he's a millennial. Like,
Why not?
happy days.
At the Brew Tuber get together, he was the youngest. He was
He was the
baby.
youngest. Yeah, he was the baby of the bunch. Yeah,
Yeah.
Happy Days had Mork and Mindy on it. Mork came on, and then Laverne and Shirley was on. So that was a spinoff later. So yeah, I heard your meeting was a 3-hour tour. Yeah,
But, you know, I was skipping all those shows and watching Stones
Jump
instead.
over, yeah. So afraid to jump over me. LOL. Get it? Shark Home Brewing. Get it.
Awesome.
Oh,
That's
you're
good.
funny, Shark. That was great.
Just leave me out there on a catamaran. Sounds like paradise to me.
No doubt.
Yeah. Amazon
Yes,
made a
no,
delivery to Gilligan's Island. Yeah. Amazon gets to Gilligan's Island. How can they not get off of it, right? Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Not 4, just 1 year. Just 1 year, not 4 years.
You're not 39.
He is 39. He did say 39 at the
I
event.
thought he was
Yeah.
36.
Yeah.
39. Yeah, it's 39.
Oh, for goodness sakes. I thought you were 36.
Well, he looks young for his age. So, you
He
know.
does look very young for his age.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
But yeah,
So,
I
yeah.
thought you were 36. I thought you were 4 years younger than me.
So, yeah. But I'm going to go get another beer. Tomorrow's International Beer Day. Todd's already got his International Beer. Todd, what do you actually have there? Oh, Weissenfahner.
The Hefeweizen.
Which didn't we talk about that when we were there? I think too. Like
We did talk
Yeah.
about how we can't pronounce by
Dunkel.
Hefeweizen.
Dunkel. That's for white
Dunkel?
beer. Dunkel.
Another room.
Yes.
My father is laughing in the other room, saying, "That sounds like you're saying something inappropriate."
Probably.
It's Weihenstephaner.
By Hefeweizen.
How'd you say it? Kind of like Shannon's brother.
You got to
says it.
pronounce the R really.
It's Weihenstephaner.
By Hefeweizen.
Anna.
Weihenstephaner.
By
It's a-
Hefeweizen.
It's the Dunkel.
Since 1040.
Did I tell you guys that I forgot to eat dinner before I
didn't
had
come in very
beers?
No, but I bet you're zooming a little bit now.
By Hefeweizen.
I got it here. Hefeweizen Dunkel Weihenstephaner.
By Hefeweizen.
This
Got one
beer
for-
here,
So she copped out on us
Yep.
tonight.
5.3% ABV, 14 IBU, average rating 3.76. Our dark wheat beer is impressive with its creamy white foam, a fruity fresh sweetness, and hints of mature bananas, harmonized with delicious flavors of roasted malt, sparkling and full body with a light caramel taste on the first sip. An excellent accompaniment from hearty meals and game to chocolate and nut desserts. Oh, get the nut milk out. Brewed according to our centuries-old brewing tradition
And
on the Weissenfahn Hill.
You can't.
It
say
is the
nut
world's
milk,
oldest
it's
brewery.
nut juice.
Yeah, nut juice. I said nut milk, nut
You
juice.
said nut milk. You said it wrong.
Nut juice. Nut juice. It's nut juice.
Nut juice.
Your almond milk is actually nut juice. Get it
Yes,
right.
Nut juice.
Nut juice.
Nut juice.
So what do you think of that one? Oh, let me get mine while you pour it. You still pouring it? Let me go get my beer while you do that.
You know, Nutmeg said here, if you can't pronounce it, you're drunk. It's fucking German. I don't speak German. It looks like Weihenstephaner.
I mean,
That
I'm
is
half German
literally
and I still can't
How you
pronounce
read it
stuff.
across. It's not. I'm literally sounding out the word. I can't help it. The Germans say it weird.
I think it's Weihenstephaner.
Weihenstephaner.
Yeah, close enough, I guess. I'm not really sure.
Yes, my father just said always blaming it on the Germans. Yes, that's what I
That's
just
Yeah.
said.
Who said Dunkel? If you can't pronounce it, you're a drunk, LOL. But you know what?
I couldn't pronounce it before because I don't.
A lot of people can't pronounce it. You know, that's why Chase gave me the thing. Like people say, whip beer is actually Vit beer.
Yeah.
That's how it's actually.
If you speak German, Shark, if you speak German, tell me right now.
He could be he could be a well-traveled shark. He might have been over to German.
Shark.
Yeah.
I'm curious. Do you speak German? And can you pronounce that properly? Because honestly, it's
I feel like 25 and I'm like, and act like I'm 17. I seem like I'm 12. You're all over.
actually no, Meg and I have done some songs together, and I have
Yeah.
to.
So what do you think of that one, Todd? Do you get the caramel? Does it harmonize for you? Getting to roast them up.
On it for sure, and kind of smells, has a little sweet smell to it. Nice kind of
We-
dark roasted malt.
Shark, I
Me
don't
and Stefan.
We have
Hello.
Stefan.
That's what he's going for there.
Well, you can't pronounce the P if it's followed by an H, though, because it has to be an F sound. So
It's-
I still feel like that's not
it's
correct.
it's Vian Stefaner is how you
And
pronounce it.
Shouldn't it be a V instead of a W at the front?
But in Germany, the W's are pronounced as V's. That's why it's not. That's why it's not whip beer. It's fit beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the head Stefan.
Yeah.
No, that's
F
not
is
enough
not-
syllables. Did you see how many
It's
syllables are in that
Stefaner.
letter?
It's Vian Stefaner.
There's a lot of vowels.
If I had my Hawk Tua, I'd play it.
Like
But it
that,
won't
I'd
work.
like to buy a vowel, please.
Hawk Tua, you got to spit on that thing.
Yes.
You got to spit on that thing.
Oh, get not. Yeah,
You
I mean, it's
didn't
nice
see his
and
next comment.
It's nice and smooth. I will tell you. So, for those of you that don't know, if you ever get a chance, you should go to Oktoberfest in Cincinnati. It's the second biggest Oktoberfest in the world. And they actually come over with the beers from Germany and then the other brewery I'm going to show here in a second that I got. And it's like phenomenal getting those off tap. Okay, then why do we say BMW and not BMW? Because that's just how it is. That's just how it is.
This is the one I got for
It's
Shannon.
different. It's different when it's on the back end and not the front end, I guess. I don't know what to tell you. It's just that that's how it works.
I got
Look up, look
To drink tonight, but she didn't show up, so you know.
Oh, that one? Oh, yeah, she would have liked that one. She would like to have a Weizen.
Yeah, that's why I got it. It's like,
Yeah.
that
she's
one.
had, I know she's had.
Yeah, have a Weizen. Yeah.
Paulaner Hefeweizen. I got that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Shark, you're killing me, man.
Yeah. I just speak Sharkies. So
There's a German American club here over in Louisville that we go to a lot,
Best way to be.
like
mhm.
or so, and they have a lot of like
Works for me.
Paulaner beers and all kinds of good like German style beers.
Yeah. So the one that I'm going to actually crack open right now in lieu ahead of International Beer Day, and then we'll do some IPA facts here in a second, is actually going to be from Erdinger. A little easier on that one there.
Already
And
here.
it's going to be their Picantis Weizenbach.
Nice.
There you go. And this is one I have not had before. I saw that. I was like, well, this is kind of interesting. So I went ahead and picked this up in lieu of International Day taking place tomorrow. And I know it's 7-something ABV on here. But I was like, I think it was like $3.59 for a bottle. I'm like, shit, that's a steal right there. It's pretty solid. Like, I'll take that. I'll buy that for $1. Yeah.
It's a Rod J deal.
That's I like my beers when I find them.
I'll see, I paid $7 for both of ours, so just say
$3.50. Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, and this is
Hey, mine were all free.
Oh, now you're not free. Well, good for you, teacher's pet.
The first one, my dad.
I'm not going to
bought.
keep tolerating this out of you, Mal. I'm not going to keep.
Don't take your chuggy of me. I got the
Don't
first
make me
chuggy
do-
ever.
Don't make me go
No.
do mine too.
I want the very first chuggy of all time. Me. That was me.
Yeah, you were originator.
The OG.
But yeah, my beers were all free.
Oh, but look at that. Oh, I like that. I like the nice dark one. Yeah,
That's what she
that head went down pretty quick. Oh, that's what she said.
Believe me, that's not what she said.
No.
Especially if your
Some of
thing
them
doesn't
say.
work. Especially if your thing doesn't work.
Once it goes dark, never mind.
go.
Ooh, that's got a nice roast. That's got a nice roastiness to it.
All right, back to the beer. Back to the beer.
Yeah. Ooh, nice malty.
Looks pretty good.
Mm. I like a good Bach. So I mean,
Yeah, you can't go
nice
wrong.
malty rich. Ooh, nice little toffee that kicks in. Nice little sweetness on the back end.
I was trying to figure out if
A
that
little bit
good
of
or bad.
little bit of a chewiness in there too, which I like. Little viscosity. Oh, that's good. I like that.
Ooh,
I'm going to
nice.
say something.
Nice.
The Germans might be onto something with beer. I'm just going to say it. I'm going to put it out there. They might be. They might be onto something.
They might know what maybe.
They might have a future in making beer. I'm just saying.
Shouldn't give it up.
This beer here, Erdinger Picantis, 7.3% ABV, a Weizenbach, 10 IBU. Erdinger Picantis is already a legend during the strong beer season, but with its complex symphony of aromas, it also stimulates the taste buds, making it a perfect aperitif. How about that aperitif? You don't see that in every description. With an ABV of 7.3% and original wort, not wort, because people say wort is wort,
Worked.
or actually might be more like vert, because wort. So like that Swedish chef on the Muppets. 16.7 degree Play-Doh. This Bach beer is Erdinger. Oh, you trying to trip me up on this son of a bitch. Weibbrau's strongest contender. For a true Bavarian aperitif, there's that word again. Divide a bottle of Erdinger Picantis between two connoisseur glasses. I only need one, son. With this dark color and smooth, creamy head, Picantis is already a feast for the eyes. The flavor that develops on the palate is well-rounded and malty with a hint of nutmeg and fine nougat. The sparkling, it says nougat, but I think it's nougat. I don't know, Nougat. I feel like it's like a nougat type thing because it does have like a nougat type thing when you think of a candy type filling, but it's nougat. You know nougat more than I know nougat. I know nougat, so I don't know about nougat. So maybe I'm pronouncing that one wrong. I don't know. First time I've seen that word. The sparkling nature of Erdinger Picantis harmonizes perfectly with the slightly sweet character, as well as a soft and delicate finish. So this one actually on Untapped average of 3.59, which I feel like is low for this beer. It's got a nice little quality to it. I think it's just, you got to be able to experience and kind of get a nice feel of the beer. So, but yeah, I'm digging it. It's all right. Sorry.
You dig it?
No, I dig it. Like, can you dig it?
Yeah.
Hey, nutmeg. Yeah, right. Nutmeg, right? They mentioned nutmeg and nutmeg's in the house. So there you go. Got, a little taste of nutmeg, but not that nutmeg. That's a whole different thing. What's the word? Wort.
You skipped a whole bunch of things.
I'm going back up the other way. I'm reading it from the back going forward now. Germans make a better Budweiser. Yeah.
Super awkward because I started laughing about a thing and you're going backwards and it's going to mess it all up.
I will be Bach. Oh, that one coming up, yeah. You will be here for a while. Nutmeg tomato. Bye, fan. Great live as always. We'll try to join in the new house. Love you all. We'll hang out till Rob puts my comments up there. Yeah, I'm getting there. See, I'm actually going backwards now. So you're like, your comments are coming up. You're like, wait a second, what's going on?
I said you did it wrong. They made me laugh before you did the thing, and I was like, "Oh shit, he's going backwards now."
For Hacker Sure, I say psycho. There's that channel with the lady from Germany that lives in Cincinnati. What channel is that? I don't know if I know that channel. I've not seen that channel there.
I don't know that channel.
Yeah. So interesting. But it is IPA day, and I did have some of the IPA stuff here before we wrap up here in a bit. Mm-hmm. So let's talk a little IPA. And West Coast is winning now on a poll again, by the way. West Coast is up 36%. New England hazy 36%, but West Coast is getting the favorability right now. Wow, milkshake is only 7%. I guess milkshake will fall off, and all the boys are no longer in the yard.
Yeah, that
And
was a little higher.
yeah, English is 21%. So there you go. So in talking about
Girls aren't showing up.
what's not showing up, yeah, they're not showing up. The boys, when the girls don't show up, the boys show up for the milkshake.
I know, but if the girls aren't showing up, the boys ain't gonna stick.
They're not going to stay. Right, they're going to leave after a point. I mean,
Yeah.
no matter how much Kellis offers, they're going to leave. So yeah.
Without the girls, they're not gonna stick.
IPA. So IPA, looking at IPA, historical ABV range of an IPA is 5 to 7%. Don't know if you knew that or not. Although I would say now or more closer, a little higher, up to about the 7.4. You'll see stuff at 7.1, 7.2. 7.5 is now considered for the imperial or double level, right? So
Yeah.
so you have some stretching of what the regular used to be to what it is now. So
Is it 9.5 for the imperial then?
say that again.
Is it
9.5
9.5 for imperial now?
For imperial IPA?
I would think
Yeah.
it's over 8.
No,
right?
7.5 is imperial or double.
Okay, so what about triple?
Triple is more like 10 now.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Triple is like a lot of triple IPAs you'll see will be 10%. Like Hot Butcher is big on the triple. You'll see them at 10. But a lot of the other ones you'll see more around the 10. It might be 9.5. I don't know. I didn't look at the BJCP to see what they have. What I usually see are around 10, and then quads are like over 12 is what I see.
Hey,
Yeah.
I would think double would be like over 8.
It only with stouts. But a lot of people thought that with IPAs too. But IPAs, they adjusted them to 7.5 for some reason. And they
Well,
do the
no,
same
no.
thing like with the sours and other, only the stouts are like at the 8% level.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah.
I always think of a double. I use the same or over whatever, even though
Yeah.
7.5, whatever, close enough. Potato,
It's- Potato, tomato. I mean, you know. IPA historically, bitterness level is 40 to 75 IBU. I think they kind of push that nowadays, but historically, the 40 to 75 is what you're kind of at. We've seen some of the IPAs we've done tonight where we've been under 40, and there's some that are definitely above the 75.
For sure.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
had one and it destroyed my face. So yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
Interestingly,
you're all at your all's brewery.
What?
What's the range in your all's breweries IPAs? Do you think?
It ranges from 15 all the way up to I'd say 90. I've seen 90 before,
Okay.
Yeah.
but I haven't tried the 90s. The highest I've tried is an 80.
mhm. And so again, things have definitely changed. And so some of these are like things like in the beer Bible, kind of accepted on different levels and stuff. An interesting thing is historically, you look at serving temperature for IPA is targeted about 50 to 60 degrees Fahrenheit, right?
I need
A lot of times they come off a tap, they come off cold. But as you have an IPA and you have it get warm, it does open up more of the flavor or more of the aroma. So it's just interesting because a lot of people are just used to drinking a little bit cold, but I like to have mine in the glass, let it sit for a bit, let it warm up for a bit. I feel like 50 to 60 is a little bit more maybe than I would use it because usually I would say high 40s, low 50 because my stouts I like 50 to 60. But if you do let it sit for a little bit more, it does enhance essentially the flavor and the overall tone of it.
So to be fair, I want my IPA served to me cold. Cold. But when I try it, I will take my time in on IPA. I there are other beers that you can suck down quick, like a golden lager or something that you don't
Mhm.
think about. But with an IPA, I'll take my time and I will actually let that warm up as I go. Same with a stout or a porter, like I'll see what the flavor develops as I continue to sip it over time.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I like it served cold though to start because I like to have a baseline before I like see what the flavor will develop as.
Right. And it's a journey with it. I mean, you want to enjoy that journey as you're enjoying
Right.
craft. I mean, to me,
Right.
craft beer isn't there to be chugged; it's there to experience and enjoy.
Right.
That's what I told Shannon when she first started drinking. I was like, yeah, just let it sit and chill just a little bit. You know, as
Yeah.
it gets warmer, you'll get more flavors out of it than
Yeah.
when you first initially drank it when it was
It
colder.
makes a huge difference. It really
Yeah.
does.
Yeah,
And at first she was like, I don't know about that. And then after a little bit, she's like, okay, I kind of get it now. I can see where it,
Yeah.
different
Yeah.
tastes, the different flavors come out.
If you take your time, it makes more of a difference with your craft beer, for sure.
yeah, it definitely does. Now, one of the questions I'll get commonly from time to time is something of the difference between the IPA and like your regular pale ale. Pale ale historically 4.5 to 6% ABV. Bitterness historically 25 to 50 IBU. So both of those being lower. Serving temperature is actually the same pretty much that they target, but it is a difference in there. And one of the most misclassified ones from Todd's home state there, Zombie Dust. A lot of
Yeah.
people think Zombie Dust is an IPA. It's a pale ale. It's not.
You're
It's
right.
not an IPA. But the line is so thin, it can definitely throw you off on some of the stuff out there. So
Sure.
with breweries and the things they're doing nowadays, it gets a little tricky, but there is a slight difference in there. I don't know if it matters as much now as what it used to back then, but if you're like going into something to be a BJCP judge or you're kind of going to Cicero type thing, I think you will be trained more to notice these type of differences out there.
Right.
Yeah. Fact or fiction, IPA got its name from shipping of beer to the British soldiers and citizens residing in India in the late 1700s.
I don't know that the story is actually true, but I think that might be where the name came from.
What do you think, Todd?
I mean, from things of history, I'd say true, but it's probably false.
Yeah. So as I put on my, what was that website? Snopes, when they did like my Snopes hat or whatever. Kind of, but not kind of. So it's
Yeah.
kind of a mixed bag, right? So if you know the story of at the time, George Hoskins Bow Brewery, they were actually the first brewery that found success when they were trying to get beers from England over to India. And after a lot of failures, they found a situation where they heavily hopped the ale. It was shipped to India, but at the time, it wasn't called IPAs.
No.
And it wasn't as successful when they actually got those beers to India at the time, because a lot of people in India weren't drinking the beers. And in fact, the beer they were actually sending was more closer to an Oktoberfest type beer than what we know now as the India Pale Ale, right? So
Wait,
in a way,
a Marsden style or a Hellas style?
more like the Marzen style or Merchant style, so to speak.
I was gonna say they actually use hops as a preservative to preserve.
Yeah, they used the preservative because they had a lot of batches that were getting dumped ahead of time.
Right.
So it was more like that golden yellow type. It was kind of a hit and miss type thing, but they never classified at the time as India Pale Ale, and it wasn't kind of designed that way, but it was through a process of heavily hopping it. Fact is, it wasn't until about 1820 that English breweries started marketing the beer back home as the India Pale Ale, and it was being tied into one of the situations taking place, which I'll get to in a second. But it was more of a marketing thing then, where it provided like an idea of the elegance and the adventure for the India market. In India, a lot of people weren't drinking India Pale Ales. Like it should have been pretty much like a failed type style at a point when you look at some of the historians what they wrote about it. However, there were people that were drinking it in India that were more kind of your middle class. I don't want to say like elite or whatever, but it was definitely more that. A lot of the soldiers still drank the porters, and they weren't drinking as much of the IPAs. However, they were able to get that branding back home, and the IPAs themselves sold much more in England than India. However, at this point, because of the story that was being told, the legend was born. But it wasn't until 40 years later when Booten, another brewery, was a rival to Hodgkin, created a more hopped up pale ale. that fell out of favor with the Eastern India Company, and Burton's ended up running with it, and basically through that title ended up coming up with the marketing and calling it the India Pale Ale. So it was really that marketing that took place later on, like in the 1920s, and then selling it back to England, even though people in India weren't really drinking it that much. Like their sales in India were terrible, but back in England, they were drinking a lot of it. They were able to sell that allure of it being, oh, this is an exotic type beer and blah, blah, blah. And that's when it started replacing porter as kind of more of the common type beer. So it's really fascinating around the whole India Pale Ale story when you look at it.
And now you know.
And now you know. But just a little interesting thing of a National IPA Day about IPAs, because, you know, and then there is some question out there if Hodgkin was the one that actually created it first, or if it might have been someone else, like Burton's. Like they were the two rival ones out there, but it's kind of like a debatable type thing that they actually have. It's just, you know, nobody knows because it was so long ago, really. But from notes and stuff, they kind of, some people would give it to Hodgkin. Some people say, no, he didn't really create it, but, you know, it is what it is.
So, as a aside, I guess, during World War II, when soldiers were getting sent off to war,
Mm-hmm.
A diamond company here decided that they were going to be a diamond is forever, and they pushed forward a ad campaign that suggested that even though you're going to war, if you give her a diamond, it means forever.
Oh.
And it wasn't until the 1940s that the diamond ring became a commonplace thing to give to someone who you're engaged to. Just because of the war. Like they were saying, you might die, but the diamond's forever, just so you know.
I'm going to say that was probably for the De Beers family, I'm thinking.
I can't recall.
That's like the biggest it's like the biggest diamond family, I think. They probably, yeah.
But at the same time, well, not at the same time, about 30 years earlier, Queen Victoria wanted to marry Prince Albert, and she was so excited to marry Prince Albert that she wore a white dress. And it was the 1890s, I believe, whenever she married Prince Albert. But that was when the white dress became a wedding staple. So it's really interesting how you can look at it's advertising campaigns. It really is. As weird as it sounds, it's straight up advertising campaigns that decide what people believe is the right way to do a thing.
Yeah.
So yeah. The white dress, the diamonds, the IPA. Honestly, it came about because of an advertising campaign where someone was trying to make money and they succeeded.
Well,
it's kind of funny when you come down to it.
That's like when I was in college studying advertising. One of my professors is like, reality is not perception, but if you do enough perception, it will become reality.
Right.
That's what all happens.
Well, okay, so if you were in advertising, you read what's the catch-all book that was from the 20s that everyone knows? How to Win Friends and Influence People.
Oh, right? yeah. Win friends, influence people. Mm-hmm.
And he was talking about there are later iterations of the book, and they were talking about Febreze. And Febreze, when they were starting out, they were supposed to be an air freshener. That was their whole concept, or a cleaner kind of thing. And then she sprayed for the commercial and she smiled at the end. And they caught that on the camera and they were like, holy shit, that's literally going to be our whole. So watch any Febreze commercial. They spray the thing and they smile. Because like this, you find joy in smelling the happy. And it's so weird, but like the advertising, how it can affect the entire world and how everyone can change their perception on how things are supposed to be based on advertising is so crazy. But yeah, so IPAs, I think, sit in the same thing. They just got advertised in the right way and it just kind of worked.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I mean that's what advertising is. I mean, I can even.
know, it's funny. I had my father next to me going, no, that's not.
I mean,
how
I won't
it
go
works."
into I won't go into it now, but
No, people taste that, and some people really like that bitter, hoppy taste, and I'm one of them.
Yes,
And they gravitate towards that, and
I know.
I drink other things too, but I like the.
But they wouldn't have been making it for you if it weren't for the advertising in the first place.
No, they're making it for me. It's all about
Yeah, I like his train of thought right
all
there.
about me.
Can't go wrong.
My father thinks
No.
IPAs are all for him.
Yep.
Just
Yeah.
so you know.
Hey, I don't hate him for it. I don't hate him for it.
I mean, advertising is a powerful thing, and I can even tell you some of the stuff like from the subliminal things that were done, just like, and people don't even realize when they're being captured. It was funny. I was actually watching Fight Club this past weekend again. It was on TV, and I was just like flipping through channels, and it was on. I don't know if you ever seen a Fight Club movie.
Oh yeah, it's
Oh, yeah.
great.
And they were talking about the part that Ed Norton was going through about when Brad Pitt, his alter ego, was working in the movie theater, and how he would splice things into the movie. And then like the scene pops up when I think it was like a dick shot or something like that, everything, and it's like the people see it, but they don't want to admit to actually seeing it in it, you know? And like advertisers would splice in. So it was like there was a time, and your dad may remember back in the day, like when you went to a movie theater, people would always come out like, I want to get a Coke. Well, it wasn't like I wanted to get a soda or I wanted to get a pop or whatever. Like Coke was being spliced in the movies, and that was just Coke. No, Coke was in there. People would actually ask for a Coke by name, and subliminally they were being hit with it over and over again because when they would go to the movie theaters, and so it's just there's a lot of different things where advertising does come into play, and it's kind of like the IPA thing, right? Like we have so many breweries that make IPAs that people have built up this appetite for it. But at the same point, are people building up appetite for it because they really like it, or is it because that's all that's being marketed to them? Like if people were getting marketed all the other beer styles we have out there that are available, IPA might not be one they want to go after because you have so many other good, fantastic styles that don't get shared with a lot of people. So it's like, do the people control it or does the marketing control it? It's a whole tug of war taking place.
Yeah.
Well, it
right.
starts with the marketing, and then once enough people are on board, you're done.
Well, it's like when we went to Silversmith and I bought around like the dark lagers and stuff, and people really liking them. And it's like, if you had not really been exposed to dark lagers, would that have been a beer you would have really tried? You might have went with the IPA. So at the same point, it's like when you get experience to other stuff, you're like, okay, I like this. I want to try this or more things like this, right? So you got to be able to break the momentum on some stuff to find out what direction. That's why I never go to a restaurant and try to order the same thing. I know like Todd's with Shannon always orders the same thing. Like they always say when they go, like I always order different stuff because I don't know what I may be missing out on. You know, I try to order different stuff. So yeah. Same thing with beer. Try to find different styles.
Yeah.
Shark says IPA equals I ponder another. Optimum is 11%.
I ponder another.
Yeah. And so Optimum is 11%. That's a triple. So like I said, over the 10. Try the 100 IBU hop bombs back in the day. Yeah, we talked about it earlier. The pallet record was 148, I think, when we looked at it. So yeah.
I don't know if I could handle them.
Cellar temperature, but the cold boxes today are colder. Yeah, there's some you can pull right out. If you have a basement and it's cool, you can pull some out. You don't even have to refrigerate. I let my water warm up, flavors get worse. So
On water? What are you
fiction.
doing?
Yeah. See, Shark said fiction to the thing when I was doing the IPA as well. Oh, good night, everyone. Cheers, Shark. All right, thanks for swinging in, brother. Always great to see you. True North Host, are you guys good and drunk? Yeah, it's just started beer time. No, we're not even. We're professionals at this. We're not even drunk at all. I gotta get up and go to work in the morning.
Not
Yeah,
drunk at all.
So the
Getting up early.
first-
I have a 3-hour drive to Iowa tomorrow morning, so I'm not drunk at all.
So the first IPA I had, which is a double IPA, and it's 100 IBUs.
Mm-hmm.
It's from one of the
Yeah.
local breweries here, Optimus. It's called Optimus.
Okay. Yeah.
10.7%. And the first time I drank it, it was like probably the only time I ever sort of poured out a beer before. It was when I just started getting into the craft beer stuff, and I was like, oh, I don't know about this. Now I love IPA.
And now you
I
love IPAs, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, okay. So now I drink. I'm like, oh yeah, these are pretty good. But I remember
So
back that first time I had one, I was like, oh no, this is terrible. Like this. Is
Yeah. Well, we remember back in the 80s when we had the whole campaign about bitter beer face, right? And it was just like the beer being too bitter. And then the commercial, and the old guy was all shrunken up on the camera with the bitter beer face back in the day. Now everybody, yeah.
That guy was amazing. How did
Yeah.
how he like folded his
How he did the whole face and everything. Yeah.
How did he do that? Like, it was amazing.
I'm glad you
They
liked
say everybody's got a skill.
Yeah, well,
My
They
dad's
say
like,
every-
I'm glad you liked it.
they say everybody's got a skill, but yeah, so it's times have changed, because bitter used to be that perception, like, our body, our palate or whatever, like we did get different tastes, and when something is bitter, it's usually an off-putting type thing, but we've kind of started to accept a lot of the bitter type things to actually enjoy.
Right.
So
Right. Like life. My dad just said like life.
no, I
yeah, like
Oh.
after a
Oh, he said, I'm sorry. I apologize. He said my wife.
oh,
So
well, that's part of life. So
So how did he like
I did
IPAs?
not expect that. Okay, cool.
So Mal, how did your dad start liking IPAs? Because usually the older generation hates them.
I know. Usually the older generation hates them, but honestly, I hadn't discovered craft beer when my father came to me and said, I found this beer, you need to try it. And it was Sierra Nevada Torpedo.
oh,
Tried
nice, yeah,
it. And like I said, it crumpled my face like a piece
Yeah,
of paper.
yeah.
Like
yeah,
I couldn't handle it. And well, I'm a super taster too, but honestly, like he loved it. He fell in love with this beer. And this was 12 years ago, 13
So that was the
years
first.
ago, something
Yeah, so
like
that was what got
Yeah.
you. That was the.
It's gotta be, because it was before I ever met Chew that he made me try this, and I hated it so much.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
By this time. And so I didn't really get into craft beer until about 9 or 10 years ago, I guess.
yeah.
But I had been so scared of IPAs because of what he had me try. So
Yeah.
it took a long time for me to get back into IPAs or any kind of craft beer because I was
And I
When we first started drinking and we wanted to get messed up, we drank Schlitz malt liquor.
well, Schlitz malt liquor.
That'll do it. That'll do it.
Let's get the bull running.
Right? Yeah.
It did the job. That is true. That was get
And
drunk.
they had the little cans, like 7 ounce.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the little bitty
Yeah,
cans.
well,
Yeah.
You know, at 8 ounces.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Slits. That's Slits will
That
get
was
you.
actually my first craft beer experience ever was Sierra Nevada Torpedo, and it broke my face in such a way that I didn't want to try beer. So it was another 3 years before
When
I
I was gonna, I mean, that's cool.
Tried
But
because-
she was old enough when she tried it. Weren't you?
well, I was over 21 when I tried it. Yes, thank
Yeah.
you for pointing out
that's-
the fact that you did not give alcohol to underage person. Yes.
That's cool that he likes those. That's cool that he likes
No,
those.
that was 13 years ago, and I'm 40 now, so you're safe. You're safe.
I think he passed the CPS statutory limit at this point. I think you're good.
You're fine. You're good.
He
You're fine.
wants to make it clear that he wasn't giving alcohol to his underage daughter.
I mean, yeah, but back in the day, I can remember parents doing that with their when their kids. Like, again, it was the 70s. Kids would be like all cranky like that and everything. They give them a sip of their drink, and the kids be like, they be out. They be
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
So it's like, give them a sip of that. The kids be
No.
out. I mean, that might have been abuse. I don't know, but I'm
No,
just saying.
That
in
was
this,
sick medication.
yeah, in the 70s, growing up.
No, I
Here,
do,
take a sip. All
however,
right, go
know,
ahead.
I am fully aware that I don't know if it was him or if it was my mother, but one of them used whiskey when I was teething,
Oh yeah.
and they would put that on the gums.
Not me.
It wasn't you?
No.
Okay, so it was mom. So somebody was using whiskey when I was a little one with the teething.
That's what my mom and grandma always says. Like, yeah,
Just
just rub
saying,
whiskey on it.
you know, and it wasn't the worst idea, honestly. 'Cause I turned out okay, but I got through teething and they didn't kill me. So I'm
I
counting that
don't
as a
give
win.
anybody whiskey for teething until they're 18.
Oh, you give people whiskey for teething when they're 18? Is that when their wisdom teeth are coming in? Is that
Oh, that works. That works.
beer?
Remember says, "Hey, Diamond, herpes is forever as well. Makes you think, doesn't it? Hank the beer, distant cousin of Pal Pal." Yeah.
Herpes B is forever. A and B are a little on the fence.
Just because of the power.
When A and B are like, we might be back. We don't know. We might be back. We'll let you know. If we do, we'll let you know. We'll give you a
let you
shout
know.
out.
Yeah,
We're coming back. Yeah.
So
Yeah, right. Enormous, right? That's what in the Fight Club scene.
I just told my father I needed another beer.
Night True North. Yeah, definitely. Great having you in for a bit here. And back at you. Yeah, good guy. Check out his channel. He's got some stuff, interesting stuff that happens on there with some of the people that like want to be videoed on camera. It's interesting.
So I just told my father I needed another beer, and he gave me the West Coast one that made my face crumble. So
Yeah.
Well, somebody's got to drink
Got now.
it. Somebody's got to drink the thing.
I
Well,
like
it-
I like
wow,
this
that
taste.
was foamy as heck.
That's a lot of head. That's what you
I was
said.
gonna say. not even she would say that.
I didn't even hard.
What was that? What was that in
This
Full
is
Metal
John
Jacket? And a full metal jacket when he does it, he's like it was like went from $10 to $20. That'll be $20. When
That
the-
John Holmes
40
production right
degree
here.
pour. And
yeah,
it's,
John Holmes.
Crazy.
that was a 40 degree pour. I did not hard pour that. And
Oh,
this-
hard pour. Yeah.
No, I didn't hard pour. I- Yeah, the beer's cold. The beer is cold. I did 45 degree. It still did this.
It'll go down.
No.
That's what he said.
Well, now I'm just gonna
Just
drink
give it time. Just give it time.
Good time.
It's got a 45 degree. And
Oh, there's that big
what's
taste right there. Tell
I'm gonna
Pops to
lose
jump in and show you how to drink it.
I'm going to
Show
lose
her
the
how to drink it.
advertisers now.
Is that awful?
Yeah.
It's
No.
not awful. It's just a
You know
lot.
what we should have done? We should have
Tell him to come on camera and drink it just to show you, just show you how it's done.
we should have Mal shotgun that beer.
No,
Oh, yeah.
I'm not shotgunning nothing. Are you ready for this?
Not shotgunning nothing.
I'm not shotgunning nothing. You ready?
There it is, the pucker factor.
That is so much hop. It's so much hop.
Is that the torpedo?
I feel like I need to get I need to get a Mal. I need to get a Mal bitter meter for the show when she does the
Oh,
hard
yeah,
bitter beers. Like
Well, Chu and I had that. We had the bitter meter and the sour, the puckers. But this is from Freeport, Illinois. It's Generations Brewing Company. And this one they make with the spruce tips that they get ordered in from Colorado. And
Oh, yeah, I remember talking about that one not too
really,
long ago.
it hits really strong with the IPA and the hops.
speaking of Colorado, are you guys still going there in September?
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
I told the brewery that I worked for that if they wanted to pay me to be a representative for them, that's fine. If they didn't want to pay me to be a representative for them, I would be there anyway. So
Yeah.
I made it very clear to them that I will be there. So because I've never gotten to go. So
I need to
would
go at
love
some
to.
point.
That-
Oh, wait a minute. It's October this year. I thought it was September, October 10th through 12th.
October
that beer is
12th.
really hoppy.
Yeah, October 10th through 12th for the Great American Beer Fest.
It's not awful. It's
Come
just
on, Pops,
really
show her
hoppy.
how it's done.
Pretty awful.
It's not awful.
Come on, Pops, show her how it's done.
Handle that spruce.
It's not awful. My dad keeps saying it's awful, and it's not awful. Like
So,
it's not an
he
awful
needs to
West
jump
Coast
in and show
IPA.
you how
Like
to drink it.
It's not the IBU. You know, that's not what it is. It's the flavor that I don't like.
no, the flavor's fine. The
No.
flavor is
No.
the
Well,
flavor.
You
is
know, I mean, you two have different palates, so one might not adjust, and one may. It's
We
But
do
but the
have
one that likes the flavor doesn't like the IBUs. The one that's okay with the IBUs doesn't like the flavor. It happens. It happens.
Yeah, I have the right palate.
No, you don't have.
I mean, if Chew was there, Chew'd be like, just give it to me, I'll finish it. So, but Chew's not there.
Actually, it's super funny that you say that, but she would not be.
He's not an IBU head.
No,
Really?
He would have dumped this. He
Wow.
that would have
Wow.
been sick for. He couldn't have done it.
No, you don't like them that bad.
I can do it.
Yeah.
He obviously can't. I can, but
Yeah.
I can see that it's an okay, like ridiculously hoppy beer.
Everybody's getting lit. I can't believe I have to ride a horse in a few hours. Todd, shotgun, something to give me motivation. Oh.
Mm.
Yeah.
Few hours.
Really
Yeah.
strong.
It's really
See him on TV.
foamy. Why is it so foamy?
What happened?
A lot ahead.
Yeah, you keep pouring a lot of head out there. Never mind. I'm not gonna say that. But anyway,
Whatever you need to say to make you feel like a big man, whatever it takes.
I am a big man. You've met me. I am a big man.
Whatever makes you feel
I-
like a grown up and all the things.
I
They're
mean,
calling legend for nothing, you know.
John, and TK, we could have blocked everybody else. If everybody's still behind us, they wouldn't have seen anybody else. I mean, we could have been the front line and Paul.
I mean, the
You're
Cowboys.
forgetting
are
PA
drooling.
because honestly, he was taller than all y'all.
You've seen the Cavs. You've seen the Cavs, so you know.
I saw your calves.
Yeah, that's like two people's legs sometimes. You know.
I know his calves were this wide.
We're like walking back, and Mal's like, "Damn, you got some big calves."
This is the width of his calves. His calves are as wide as I am as human. Like right here. He looks like fucking Popeye walking down the street.
I
but-
literally I've had NFL players like comment on my calves before, so it's like, yeah, you know.
Yeah, people always
They're
tell
like-
me, yeah,
they're-
big cans,
they're like,
you know,
I-
Eric Rod.
They're like, I tackle Barry Sanders, and your calves are way bigger than his.
You sound so fucking proud of it, though. It's so gross.
I mean, no, it's just, you know, I've always had the calves. It's just like, you know, like I should have been a sock model and just had the two socks pulled up to the calves.
For the Penny's catalog.
Okay, my friend Rod J, the stock model. Just so you know.
Oh, he's not.
I mean-
he's 45. I know him.
Oh my god, I've seen your model socks before.
Like, why don't I know his face, but I know his legs.
Like I said, we all have a skill set. We all have a skill set.
Like from behind, you look familiar. I don't know. Right. You know, okay.
I know that muscle vein. I've seen that before.
That's what he said.
Cheers, Foamy. Foamy's having a Crash Pad Imperial Hazy IPA 9.3 from Real Ale Brewing, Blanco, Texas. Cheers. Cheers, homie.
Wait,
Here's
what's
Foamy.
Foamy's name? Do we know Foamy? Have we met?
Yeah,
Foamy
yeah,
before?
Foamy's been on before. Foamy's on Texas. Yeah, we've had Foamy on before.
Homie comes in all the time.
Yeah. Foamy head. We never really did really. People like their privacy, so I never really ask unless they want to provide.
Oh,
it,
I'm super sorry. I put you on the spot. Foamy, I'd
You
like
did.
to know what your name is, though, because I don't know you.
Mal wants to know your name, Foamy. So
Uh-oh.
If you're still
you
available.
gotta realize we're guys. Like guys can hang out,
Yeah, we
shoot
don't-
pool, drink beers, be in there for like 4 or 5 hours. You'll come home and the wife say, "Well, how'd it go?" "Oh, it was great. We hung out some guys shot pool." "Who are they?" "I don't know. Some guys we shot pool with and drank beer with." I mean, that's just how guys roll.
You know, it's funny you said that because
God, did I tell you
Me and
what
my
happened
brother and
when I
some
was
of my
going
friends-
to Canada?
Wait, both of you go at the same time. Say what?
Go ahead, Todd.
I was gonna say it's funny you say it, right? Because I go hang out with my brother and some of my friends and drink a beer or whatever, and she's like, "What's so and so? What's so and so?" I was like, "I don't know." She's like, "What y'all
Yeah.
talking about?" I was like, "Nothing. We're just sitting here, beer, just look at, just bullshitted. Like we didn't really talk about anything." And, she's like, I don't need. She's like,
I mean, we're guys. We keep it simple. It's like
Yeah,
I'll hang out with friends and like the other time, one of my high school friends, grade school friends, lives here in Baltimore where I'm at, and we hung out and Janice is asking me questions like, how'd it go? Like, they any kids? Like, I don't know. I didn't fucking ask about kids. We're hanging out. Like, I didn't.
That's
I
what
don't
she
go
was
nah
like,
shit.
so-
You know.
So how's
Yeah.
this going with such and such? And I'm like, I don't know. She's like, what y'all talking about? I was like, it wasn't that. I don't know. It was like, it wasn't that. I don't know. We didn't talk about anything. It's like Seinfeld. Talk about it.
Yeah. This is why guys don't have drama. This is why guys don't have drama most of the time.
Like, I don't think it-
Rod-
I don't know what to tell you.
Did I tell you about my trouble coming into Canada?
About your trouble coming in?
My trouble coming in.
No.
Oh,
When I got to the thing and they like ask you questions.
Yeah.
So they said, why are you coming to Canada? I said, I'm coming to visit friends. And they said, who are you coming to? How long have you known these friends? And I said, 2-ish years, 2-3 years. And they said, what are their names? And I went,
Really?
Shane and Paul and Ray and Alan and he was like, do you know their last names? I said, no.
Ray from the Alkanauts, Shane from Shane's Craft Beer.
right, yeah.
And he was like, do you know their last names? I said, no. And he said, well, you've known them for 2-3 years and you don't know their last names. I said, well, I met them online. And he's like, where did you meet them online? YouTube. And he's like, are you a YouTube creator? I said, yes. And he said, are they YouTube creators? I said, yes. And he said, what do you make videos about? I said, well, breweries. I like to tell people what they get when they come to a brewery. I'm a GM at a brewery, and that's what I do. And he's like, oh, so this isn't your main profession? I said, no, I'm a GM at a brewery. And he was like, okay, fine. And he just handed me a passport and let me through. But it was really scary for a second because
They kind of do it to us too.
I didn't get anything like that. Mine was.
Honestly, I was thinking he was thinking I was like trafficking myself. Like I was a human trafficker for myself. All the names I said that I was meeting were men.
Yeah.
I thought he thought I was trafficking myself, like human trafficking. But yeah, it was so weird. Like he was very intense, and all of a sudden he's like, "Okay, here's your passport. See you. Have a good time." I'm like, "Thanks."
I think they just want to be nosy most of the time. I don't even think they care.
Yeah.
It,
I mean,
it freaked me out a little though. He was very intense with the questions.
Your discussion was different than mine. Mine was just pretty much about a surprise that I didn't have any guns, because my person, she thought like everybody in America had guns.
And you're from where?
No.
You obviously must have guns. That's a thing.
I think she thought every American had guns. Like just like asking about like what like no, nobody like any. What about at home? Like no, not like you don't have guns out. Like no, we don't have gun. Like I said for Maryland, and they're like. And she was like, well, Maryland's, I mean, is it like Texas? Because Texas, there was a gun. Like, no, we are definitely not like Texas.
Yeah.
Texas is totally, I told her, like, no, we are not Texas. We are totally different. Like, yeah. She's like, oh, okay. She was like, she was surprised by like, no, not everybody has guns in every state. So, yeah.
No, nobody asked me about weapons the whole time. Actually, when I was coming back into Buffalo, New York,
yeah,
you're gonna love this. So I as a super planner and ridiculous person, I had already written down my list of everything I was bringing back into the country that was Canadian. And I got to the thing and I didn't have my list with me because it was in the back. So I was like, oh shit. Okay. So he said, what do you want to declare? And I said, I have 4 mini bags of all dressed potato chips. I have 4 mini bags of all the ketchup potato chips. I have 1 little jar of 6 ounces of the maple butter. I have 1 8-ounce jar of the maple syrup. I said I have a 4-pack from this place and this place and this place. I was naming off the breweries, and he was like, just go. You're fine. You're fine.
Yeah, it's like that's more than he was like. I just told him like,
Yeah,
nope,
he's like,
I'm gonna.
I ain't got
I
time
don't-
for this. Just go.
He
Yeah.
He was trying to get rid of me because I was actually listing all the things.
I mean,
Probably smart, really.
that's a trick I learned in college.
No, this is actually what I have in the car. I'm literally telling you exactly
like,
what you
yeah,
asked
we don't
for.
really
need
And
to
he's
know
like,
this.
no,
Just go
you're
on.
fine.
Just
Just
go
go.
on."
Just go. Just
Yeah.
go. Get out of the
I
way.
mean,
Get out of the way.
I kind of learned that trick in college when they used to give us the essay exams, and they give you the blue book. If you write enough in the blue book, they're just like,
Look, yeah.
he's got to know the shit. Just pass it. Give him a B or A or whatever it may be. Like you write, I could be writing about all kinds of shit in there, but they're not going to read the whole thing. Like they got like 50 students. They're not reading the whole thing. You fill out the book and you ask for another one. No, I'm
Yeah.
done. You're good. You're good.
Pass.
Fast. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
coming back, I saw the dog. Like they were walking around with the dogs and stuff. They did pull over a couple cars, but I'm like, I had nothing to like. Nope, nothing to declare. I mean, I'm good. So I just,
But yeah,
if the dog didn't find anything, good luck because you're not going to find anything. So
so I'm one of those people who cannot lie. I'm incapable of lying. Honestly,
Yeah.
it's so obvious when I lie. So for them, I was like, "Oh no, I'm going to be super honest," and he did not want to hear me being honest. He was like, "No, just go, stop talking, leave, please leave." I was like, "Oh shit, okay."
well, I would say I'm not a person I would say will lie. I'm just from New Jersey. You got to ask me the right question. If you don't ask me the right question,
Right.
I'm not going to give you the right answer.
Like, I'm not really
And-
lying, just a little stretch.
These-
maybe.
I'm like, you didn't ask me the right question. That's all.
I don't
And
know.
see,
how to do
Foamy
that.
said John. Foamy said John also to your question. So now you know Foamy's name is John.
Oh, John.
Yeah.
Homie had 13 is John.
He's
Got it.
down there in San Antonio. I always wanted to visit San Antonio. I've been to Houston.
Austin's lovely.
My in-laws are in Dallas, so I've been down there before. But San Antonio would be nice. Austin would be nice too to check out.
Antonio's fun. I went there on a train once and I enjoyed it. San Antonio was nice. Austin,
Houston.
I haven't gotten to go to specifically. I want to go to Austin.
Have you been to Houston?
Yes.
Yeah. So when I went to Houston, it was back like 2010 or so, maybe. I was surprised how many damn restaurants they have down there. They were telling me, like, because I was actually going in and I was taking people out to dinner and lunches and stuff. And they were telling me that's like the most per capita restaurants, I guess, at that time in the country for people. Like, and there was such a wide variety of the different restaurants you can go to, but the food was great down in Houston.
Where
So,
at?
So I went
Houston,
to
Texas.
in
I've been to San
2022.
Antonio. San Antonio's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
I went to Houston in 2022, I believe, 22 or 2023. It was close to that. But honestly, the food was amazing.
Yeah,
Like,
the food's great down there. Yeah.
so good. So good. Love
So-
the food.
I went to San Antonio for work one year and stayed on the Riverwalk right there by the
Oh,
Alamo.
nice.
It was
Nice.
sweet. Yeah, it was nice. It was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I took some when I was in Houston. I wanted a couple of the reps out to lunch one day that I was working with to one of the Houston like little barbecue spots, and it was like I was trying to find somewhere close. And this place looks like it'd be okay, like off the highway or whatever like that. So I met them there. I didn't know anything really about it, and they were like talking about how great of a place it was to come out for lunch. They said you did really good picking this spot or whatever. Like lucky guess by me, I guess.
Nice.
And we get in there, and I feel like we got like one of those like Seinfeld soup Nazi type places where you get like a little tray and you go up and you scoot down. And I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take that.
Anything.
And I'm like thinking that. And by the time we got through the line, people were out the door and all down the street and everything. This was like the hottest place to go to for like some of the barbecue, and it was so good. It was just like it ended up working out well, but.
Nice.
Yeah. Houston was nice. And I went to an Indian restaurant, which I don't know why. At the time I went to an Indian restaurant, I'm like, an Indian restaurant in Texas? I don't know about that.
Too.
But it like blew my mind. Like it was so good when we were there. Yeah.
So we went to a Indian restaurant and had lovely curry. It was fantastic. However, we went to a taco place and it was a hookah bar as well. So they had like these little individual tent things out in the patio where you could have your hookah, and then they would bring you tacos. I was like, oh shit. Like, this is like heaven right here.
Yeah.
And it was just down the street from Velvet Taco. Have you heard of Velvet Taco?
I've not heard of it. No.
I have not.
It's a chain place, but they do crazy stuff. Like they make the tacos, like they'll do a taco out of what you use to make
If it's pork belly, I'm on board.
hold on.
Yeah.
The battery you use to make waffles, they'll make a taco shell to have
Out of a waffle batter?
yes, to have fried chicken in it with the maple syrup and stuff.
Oh, like a chicken and waffles type
Oh, they
taco.
don't-
Yes. So they did crazy shit with their tacos. Like they were amazing.
Nice.
So good. Like Velvet Taco, if you haven't been, I know they're a chain in Texas, but holy shit, if you haven't tried Velvet Taco and you know there's one near you, please try it because holy crap, they're so good. They do the craziest stuff. They have like coleslaw and they have like they do like German tacos and they do like these weird things like it's so good. Like
Velvet Taco
coleslaw and like a crepe, like a French crepe, and like they do the craziest shit, but it's so delicious.
Interesting.
Gotta
Okay.
try Velvet Taco. That's an amazing company that does unbelievable tacos.
Velvet Taco.
I know. You're all thinking nasty shit right now, but I don't
No,
care.
What? Whoa.
I know where you all are going. But honestly,
Wow.
You're
it's
saying
fucking
that. You're saying
incredible.
that.
I did not see that coming.
I didn't either. I wasn't
You
even
are so full of shit. Both of you are full
I
of
did
shit.
not see that
Anyway.
coming at all.
What she said, I didn't see that coming.
What'd you
My
say?
father just said, that's what she said. I didn't see that coming. No. Fuck y'all. All you boys.
I mean,
Seriously.
from the assumption you're making, I gotta question your father's raising skills there.
Right? Yeah.
Oh man,
But seriously,
No.
it's a great company.
that sounds like a good place to check out.
100% worth it.
No,
Yeah.
that's why I said it again. I wasn't even thinking that when I said that. I was like, I'm just trying to think of like, okay.
Todd, you're always thinking that. Don't give me that.
Wow, Todd. Yeah, stop thinking that, Todd.
I
I'm
know
sorry.
Todd and I know Shannon. No, you're always thinking that.
You've been talking to her too.
This is what happened when they get together. Yeah.
I know.
Right?
We get to know each other.
Yeah. Right. Well, I think we're going to go ahead and get signed off here. We can hang out for a bit for after, but got to sign off for the podcast upload. Otherwise, it'll be too long. But thanks for everybody tuning in. Thanks to all the new people that actually checked in tonight. It was awesome having everybody in here. And we'll be back next week to do another one. I may not have one the following week. So in 2 weeks, I may not have one. I'm actually possibly going to a Yelp Elite event to something. So I might be at a soiree, as they call it. Oh,
Soiree.
she's reading ahead already. Fucking Rick for the crowd pleaser. Yeah.
If you come
That's
here-
what happens. That's what happens. Yeah.
Crowd pleaser.
No, hold on. Emerson, who's regular, said fucking Rick for the crowd pleaser. You were the crowd pleaser
Oh, yeah.
tonight.
I
Just so you
remember
know.
that. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Night. Yeah. Rick's going to be one of our featured people on here now, too, with Shannon.
I know you need
They're
to
like,
log in.
This
and
week's
actually be on.
feature is Rick.
people will be checking it. I hope Rick and Shannon are on tonight. I hope they're going to
All of a sudden your subs and you're going to go way up.
And then start calling Rick like on Walking Dead. Rick, like Carl.
You know, this only happens when I'm visiting my dad. And the last time you got to see the picture of me when I was 5 years old and I cut my own bangs for my school picture and all of
Yeah.
that. So,
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
Oh, thanks, Emerson. It's fun. It's always nice to put people and get a smile on people's faces as we head into the weekend. That's what the whole purpose of tonight is. And we have fun talking about some of the IPAs and sharing the beers we're drinking, of course, but it's all about having a great experience. And we love communicating and talking with everybody. So we appreciate all of you for.
I love getting through a show without Emerson asking me for my phone number.
Well, we're not done yet, but it may pop up as the last comment.
It ain't over just yet.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. But we'll be back next week. Tomorrow, International Beer Day again. I haven't put it up there yet, but for those of you who want to watch, I'll have a thing come out tomorrow when I'm going to do a live stream, and I'll be sharing some of the beers from whatever I get from Polliner. I would do an unboxing, but I got to get them in the cooler first. So I may do an unboxing as a regular video before I do the live stream later on, just to let you know what's upcoming. But thanks for everybody that tuned in, and hopefully you guys have a great rest of the evening. That being said, we'll go ahead and get signed off.
Cheers. Have a good
Cheers.
weekend.
Cheers, everybody.